This podcast may contain offensive content. You have been warned. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Diecast podcast. I am your DM, Johnny, and we are a live play 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons podcast, currently doing a Waterdeep Dragon Heist. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming along on the adventure. If you want to follow us on Twitter, you can find us at Diecast Podcast. You'll stay up to date on all the episodes, and we can talk some Dungeons & Dragons, we can talk some character arcs, and we can also talk about familiars made out of pizza. You can also find us on any app that plays a podcast. Diecast Podcast. We are there. You can find us. Not a problem. Please subscribe. Please give a rating and review. It helps us out a ton. If you do that, it helps us out a lot. It helps us know what type of content you want to listen to. So if you do that, that'll be amazing. And you can also find us on our own website, www.flyinglizardstudio.com. You can download it. You can catch up with old episodes and anything else that we may make content-wise. I think that is it. Let's just jump right into it. It is the last part of the Longest Day arc, the Longest Day Part 3. Oh, a lot can happen in 24 hours. I will see everybody at the break. I hope you enjoy the first part of the episode. Hello everybody, and welcome to the Diecast Podcast, Episode 5, Season 10, Waterdeep Dragon Heist. We are post-TCAF, post-D&D live event. We have some survivors at the table.
Grizzled vets.
Sort of survived.
But it was a great, it was probably one of the best TCAPs I've been to ever. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you, John.
Yeah.
Yay.
Had a great time. Got to see some Jim Zubbiness. Got to see the Dungeons and Drawings event. And then just got to play the dungeon dating simulator where you date your weapons.
Oh, I didn't see that.
What?
I feel like I know nothing of what actually happened at TCAP, except for like the things that like we got yelled at, or like mostly not yelled at, but like the Junji Ito stuff. Like obviously it was very prominently in my mind, but like people are like, "Oh yeah, this thing at TCAP," and I'm like, "Did we do that?"
So last time, we had some shenanigans covering. We're still doing the Longest Day. I believe this is part 3 of the Longest Day. Yeah. You took your Nimblewright detector and you had Carl fly it around town. And you got some hits. You got some hits on some boats in the harbor, and you went down to investigate. And you sent Carl into the ship in the middle of harbor, and he found a Nimblewright, which did not match the description of the one that supposedly or allegedly, journalism ethics. You guys say allegedly at all times until convicted in court. Who allegedly tossed the fireball necklace down into Trollskull Alley. But Carl immediately disappeared and got killed.
Oh, no.
While investigating the ship.
Happens all the time.
And then you asked to see, you were meeting up with some of the crew members, and I believe they said, "Oh, yeah, sure, you can meet the captain. We'll arrange a meeting for you, which is going to be very tightly cut with your community meeting for Trollskull Alley."
Yeah.
Do we have a time stopper device?
There is literally a spell called Time Stop.
We did tell them though that it would have to be a late meeting. We had another meeting beforehand. Yeah. So we got to keep on the agenda.
You guys went over to the Yawning Portal to meet with Davil and had a very terse conversation with him.
Terse and tense.
Yep. And then you guys, I believe you met up with Barnabas and Sayerth and informed him about everything you've discovered. Mm-hmm. And they said you've been doing so great helping out the City Watch. They awarded you some badges of the Watch.
Oh, yeah.
Your first magical items you can attune to.
Yeah, man. +2 to AC. It's not nothing.
Yeah.
It's 2.
Miles knows all the things because I failed to take notes and I've just drawn pigeons.
And you finally got to meet up with B, the the guild master of the Boudoir's Guild.
Last.
Who was not impressed with Yosef running
There's a real bee about it.
Side hustle.
But what we end up with, 10%.
Yeah, it wound up being fine.
Yeah, that was all right.
Yeah.
And
I should ask for 8.
Yeah, you did wind up with...
She started at 15.
She started at 15.
We should have asked for 5, but, we didn't know you would have rolled so well.
I watch my Pawn Stars. I know how this works. I got a friend. He's an expert in this. Let me call him in. And then I believe that's where we cut it off. It's been 2-3 weeks.
Well, I should have done what you did and listened to the podcast before I got here.
Yeah, even before the help.
I'm saving it, though. Like, I want to,
Yeah, I didn't think to do that. And then, Miles was like, that's what I was listening to before I ran into you. And I was like, oh, that would have been smart because I forgot everything.
So we'll say, oh, right. And Amalka also met Sprig at the Tinkertorium to possibly get some
sunglasses. She has umbrella glasses.
Yeah, she got umbrella glasses.
Umbrella glasses.
It cancels out the perception disadvantage, but not on anything else. You got to do him a favor about Schemo Weird Bottle.
Yeah, we also kicked out Harko Swornhold out of the city on behalf of the Lords of
Alliance.
Yeah. He submitted a resume to you, I believe, as well.
Yeah, he really wants to work for us.
We have another resume, did we not? Did we not
from a boy in the crowd?
Yeah.
And we finally gave the
at the pub at the Yawning Portal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we finally gave the handkerchief to the Brigadier.
We're killing it.
And they were like, "We will give you a letter to give to a member of the press, but
it's a story that's going to smear someone."
But we don't know. But we haven't been given the letter yet.
They said it'll be delivered to you.
It'll be delivered to us. So we don't have that mission yet. But.
So why would they deliver a letter to us when they could just deliver the letter to the press?
It's actually not a letter. It's a news story, and it's got to be done anonymously. Yep.
Okay.
All right. So we are.
Use the post office, dummies.
It's Carl's for.
So it is. I'll say it's mid-afternoon. I think we cut off last time.
I think it'd be probably 5 p.m. Probably based on.
Oh yeah, and based on the episode before that, the gang wars have started up en masse.
Yeah. It's real nasty up there.
Yeah, so you are standing outside the Boudoir's Guild with a recently negotiated contract for sex work spelt with an E.
Sex work enterprises.
So what do you do?
Can we get to but we have to get to the meeting, right?
Yeah, I think the meeting starts at
10.
10. Yeah.
Is it starts at 10? Oh, jeez. Okay, well, we still got a little bit of time. But we should probably check in with Alvin, see how the business is doing. I mean, our windows were blown up this morning. We should definitely see how he's doing. Get ready.
Did you get food ordered and stuff?
Yeah, we got to make sure this meeting goes off without a hitch. It's been a real big day for the whole alley, of course. So this is going to be a bit more than I think we bargained for. It's going to be a real coming together moment for the alley, I think. We gotta be a real leader in the room.
Sing Kumbaya.
That's not a bad idea. Do you know a bard?
I do not.
Actually, you do.
Do I?
What? Since when?
Yes, who?
You know Davil.
Oh, yeah.
Davil's a bard?
I mean, Yosef could sing, maybe.
Yeah, Yosef could sing too.
I will bellow like a wind of death.
What songs do they have on the Pubashabu Island?
It's mostly screaming.
Okay, well, that's off the table. I immediately regret this
It's
suggestion.
awful, yet cathartic.
Do you think you could try something that's not screaming?
Like a scream with a melody.
I feel like that's sort of more a job for my business manager. Carl, what do you got?
I'm not really a falsetto or a tenor. I'm more behind the scenes. I'm not a up front type of familiar.
I think it would be cute if I sort of jigged while holding you in my hand, and you
I can jig.
On the hand, we'll jig.
It's a double jig.
We'll jig 'em.
It's a jig.
This will restore faith in everything.
You see Carl start to do a jig on Yosef's shoulder.
I want you to know, Rocket, that I'm very sorry for this suggestion.
Fiddle-dee-dee, a fiddle-dee-dee.
Fiddle-da-doo, fiddle-da-doo.
It's not the worst show I've ever seen.
I have no rhythm.
Yeah, you keep going, buddy.
And as Carl, as you begin to walk down the street, Carl continues to have no rhythm whatsoever. But his suit is immaculate.
Yeah, he looks really adorable. Yeah,
You need a pizza suit.
Yeah, well, let's put a pin in the jig for now, and we'll see how the meeting develops. If I give you the signal, you start jigging, all right, boys?
Got it. What's the signal?
It'll be like a tip of my cap.
You don't have a cap.
It'll be like I'll wipe my brow like so.
You should jig.
It'll be a triple jig.
Listen, I'm a very good dancer, I'll have you know. In gnome circles, I am quite the...
I'd be careful what you offer up in this situation.
I'm just saying, if we get a Malika to dance, elves are natural dancers. We could have a quad jig. The Trollskull Quartet.
Sounds so tempting, but we have guests to attend to,
And the alliterative power of the Trollskull Trio, Carl.
I was hoping we could branch off into the quartet because Carl's here now. Carl has done a lot of work for you guys so far.
Carl, the last time we put you to work, you were mysteriously killed, and we had to bake you again out of pizza that I spent $275 GB for.
But
So let's just work our way up.
side note, counter offer, who doesn't love pizza?
It's a delicious meal.
He's a wonderful business manager.
As we see Carl begin to pizza jig on Joseph's shoulder.
Yeah, he's still doing it.
I believe I'm experiencing love. All right, Waywalk what's next?
Yeah, to the manor.
All right, you return to Trollskull Manor, and you notice that about 80% of the windows have been replaced already. You see...
Damn. Who'd we put on that?
Alvin was in charge of this.
And what's his name gave us the money, right?
Actually,
You lost money last time.
we lost money last time, but we've also just made some money by kicking that no good Sworn Hold out of town.
Okay.
So we should have if
I have 157 that I have.
Yeah, you have 157. The company coffers were down to 32 gold, but we're gonna get 100 from the Lord's Alliance at some point. So we're at 120, 132-ish gold. We asked Alvin to use the local people, the local guilds, to replace the windows. So we haven't gotten that bill yet. We don't know what that is yet.
Yeah.
I also have some personal
Well,
gold.
they said, I believe they said that it was, if you wanted a rush job, it was going to be like 25 gold pieces.
Yeah.
Or it was going to be somewhere around like 8 to 10 if like they took their time with it. Yeah. And the flip side of that was that if you got the Zentaremes to do it for you, it would be free of charge. You just got to owe them a favor.
Right.
Yeah, but we're working also to improve the community right now. It's fine.
Right.
I gave Davil that secret handbook. I got a lot of points off of that.
I believe you did get the Zents to fill up your food order real quick, though.
Oh, did he?
Right.
Oh, yeah. Alvin did that.
Yeah.
It's been so long.
But as you come in, you do notice that the crowd has obviously thinned down a bit since the explosion, but you see there's still some regulars there as they take knowledge, or they take sight of the glass windows being put up. There's a bit of music playing in the background. You can see cups of ale and plates of food every now and then just hovering out towards a table and stuff like that. And it seems Alvin has hired some guild bartenders to kind of fill in the spaces when you aren't there. And it looks like it's a reasonably full for the lunch rush happening right now, given you've just had a cataclysmic explosion in the alley. You do notice that as you come back that there's still kind of like that black perfect circle outline of where the fireball hit, but the city watch have cleaned up and all the ropes have been taken down. It's now like you can pass freely through the alley. And as you walk in, you do notice that Hadar is still there, sitting having a nice bowl of soup. And a couple of tables over, you do notice that Harko has sat down. He's got some paperwork in front of him. Looks like his resume is still out there.
Paco, remember how we kicked you out of the city?
Yeah, but I'm a valuable employee. Remember the blood magic? I think I would be a great asset to this organization, and I feel that your family-centered ideology could benefit from the raw, rapid power of blood magic.
Time out for 1 second. Is the drunkard still living in our home?
That was Hadar.
Yeah, Hadar's like,
Hadar's the drunkard.
Hey, how's it going?
Okay, cool. Just checking.
We've got a whole gang coming
Yeah,
out
I'm
here.
just checking. I couldn't remember his name, but Anyway,
Listen,
sorry. So blood magic guy.
Yes. Yeah. Hako, look, I thought we were very clear. You have to get out of town for a little while. We have your resume. I have a scroll ascending. When we need you, we will call.
But you always need blood magic, so I made an assumption. That's my bad.
You know what? Don't make me fire you before I even hire you.
Well, okay. Just like sidebar here.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not necessarily pro this guy being here. He seems a little bit, unhinged.
Yeah, blood magics.
But like, if we hire him, in theory, he's not going to necessarily get hired by somebody else, right? Do we think his loyalty would be enough?
You see him just kind of like insert his resume on it, slide it forward on the table, and he's like, I was impressed with your operation, and I felt that I could be a contributing member to the team.
He's a fan of the trio. Plus, he said blood magic a bunch. And I don't know about you, but I'm intrigued.
I don't know if that's a good thing to be intrigued about.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I feel like the Blackstaff is not going to be a fan of these blood magics.
Hey, the Blackstaff uses necromantic magic. That's like the second cousin to blood magic.
So it's okay if it's the police? I smell hypocrisy.
Actually, I smell cinnamon buns.
There's always that. Why don't you give us a little black magic? Give us a little.
Give us
a little demo.
I don't think.
No,
this
we
is a
could
good...
use some cheering up. It's been a day.
It's like, well, what do you want to see? What do you want to see?
I want to see this ugly soot stain. Just wiped away.
Oh, well, I mean, like, you don't need blood magic for that. That's just like prestidigitation and poof, it goes away.
Well, put a little blood magic twist on it. I'm trying to help you out here.
Okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down. You see him go to the window, and he begins to weave his hands together, and you see kind of like this like reddish maroonish essence come flowing out, and you see kind of like almost like this mist come out, and you can see it goes kind of crawling, like these little tendrils of essence just kind of like grabbing onto the side of the wall and like onto the floor, almost like an octopus crawling across the sand. And you see a rat that was killed by the explosion, and you see this mist go into like its ears, its nose and stuff. And you see the rat kind of twitch and kind of like wakes up and kind of scurries over and starts like clearing some of the soot away, leaving kind of like this little single trail of footprints in the snow as it tries to. It's like, yeah, I mean, like, it's not a permanent thing. It's gonna maybe last like a minute or so, but it's kind of like it's like, I'm not raising the dead. I'm just using its body to get what I need done.
I certainly respect that perspective.
You see him kind of like his chest kind of swells up a little bit with pride.
He's great.
I just want to say that I regret all of my suggestions so far today.
Hako.
I mean, that's cool. I can do that with pretty much anything.
That's even more disturbing. I just, we're a little tight on the cash right now. We're not super liquid. We're not really hiring.
Tell you what, you just let me stay here, and I'll consider that payment.
Well, all the rooms are kind of full. Where is Hako sleeping?
Hadar
sleeping.
From what you remember, Hadar is a habitual couch surfer. He's been finding couches in Trollskull Manor. That's probably why you've not noticed him, because he's always finding a new couch to sleep on during the night. Kind of a creature of habit of never staying in the same couch twice.
What if we just got those 2 bunk beds?
All right. Hako, you can spend one night here. We'll talk to the Lord's Alliance. We had we had some latitude there, but I'm not sure they want you around. You got a bad reputation, Hako.
That's why I'm trying to fix it. I'm trying to join the Trollskull Trio.
Yeah. I don't know if that name's going to change. Is that a big sticking point for you?
Oh, as long as I get to be part of the team, that's what I care about.
That's very weird. Actually, let me roll some insight on this.
Sure.
Necromancer. Not a great first roll. It's only a 14.
He seems like he's. It seems like it's one of those things where he was awestruck by how powerful you all were when you took out like his Kenku and knocked him out pretty quick. So he seems it's one of those, these people are more powerful than me. I want to get on the ground floor.
How do you feel about good aligned missions?
I mean, good, evil. I mean, it's all kind of like your perspective, isn't it? I mean, like everyone thinks blood magic is necromancy. It's not. It's blood magic.
So true.
I don't deal with like resurrecting spirits and souls or working with like reanimating dead things. I animate corpses, but I'm not expecting them to stick around or anything like that.
Okay, well, you might just need to also be a little bit respectful. We have a ghost here, and
I've got nothing against ghosts, and there's very few things blood magic actually could do to a ghost.
Okay.
If you're ethereal, the blood doesn't. You've already got your own kind of like ectoplasm goo stuff. Blood really doesn't do a whole lot.
Okay, well, I can clearly see Yosef is on board.
Thumbs up from Yosef.
All right.
Not so subtly.
Sometimes Joseph has had a good instinct about people, and so I'm gonna follow that. So yeah, you can spend the night. There is one spare room up there. 1 night free, and then we'll start talking about some kind of room and board and wage situation.
You see Carl appears on Yosef. So like, wait, I have one important question. Can the man dance?
No. Or sing.
Carl, this is a very important question. Yeah, can you swing Swornhold?
And you see Harko like, whoa,
Dance, rather.
Is that thing made out of pizza?
Yeah, it's like pizza and Fey energy. Don't worry about it.
He's like, well, I can't sing, but you see him kind of like stand up and trying to literally dancing for employment. I mean, the little performance check. That is a 10, so it's okay. It's not in rhythm.
It's not bad. Your blood magic was better.
Well, I mean, that's what you lean into what you're good at.
All right.
This can get better though. I can work on this.
All right. We'll get back to you. All right. Now, Hadar, hey buddy, how you doing?
Oh, hey, yeah.
I
smell cinnamon rolls.
Can't help notice you're still here.
Yeah, this place is great.
I know we saved your life this one time, but like,
well, I mean,
we're
like,
a business.
It seemed like a mutual saving.
Yeah,
Tomato, potato. Like,
yeah.
it's like...
I mean, if we weren't there that night, you would have been for sure dead. And had you not been there that night, probably the same deal for us,
right?
And not like we would have been still alive.
And then I wouldn't have discovered this awesome place.
Also true. Yeah.
I mean, like, I feel like we're a team here. Like everyone, like I'm part of the atmosphere. Like when you come in, you expect to see, oh, there's the invisible ghost. Oh, and hey, there's Hadar. It's such a great day.
In that a bar needs a drunkard, then sure.
Oh, I'm not a constant drunkard. I may have been celebrating, but it's, I've
No hard feelings. We all like a good drink.
Yeah, everyone enjoys a good drink. I'm not an excessive drinker.
Mm-hmm. Functional, good.
Functional drinking is, the dream that we all aspire to. But I'm
really good at sneaking.
I mean,
okay. How good at sneaking are you?
You see him throw his hand up with a natural 20 on distraction.
Wow.
Or on performance. Like, what's that over there? Everyone, what's your passive perceptions?
Oh, mine's low.
wait.
That's 10 plus your modifier, right?
Yeah, 10 plus your perception skill.
oh, so 13.
13,
10 plus my perception, just 10.
10.
12.
Hadar disappears. Poof.
Huh. All right. Give you points there. Can't see you. Are you still here, Hadar?
He comes up from beneath the table like, hey, I was under the table the entire time.
Oh.
I should have checked that first, frankly, because I'm so short.
Well, okay. So, like,
What was the distraction? I told you to look over there, so you weren't looking under the table. He points to his head.
good point.
Clever.
Good functional alcoholism. That's good point. But, like, what do you think you can contribute to the manor itself?
Yeah, the business. We're running a business here. It's not like a flop house.
Well, I was told I was part of the atmosphere. It's like you come for the ghost, you stay for Hadar.
All right. Give me a second. I go to a customer.
Yeah.
welcome to the Trollskull Manor. We're doing an impromptu customer survey here today.
It's like, oh, it's just like a regular, like a human guy, bald head, like kind of like brownish skin. And it's like, yeah. Well, the food's great, by the way.
Oh, that's great. All right, yeah. It's a short customer survey. Do you mind just take 2 minutes of your time?
Sure, yeah.
All right, on a scale of strongly agree or strongly disagree, would you recommend Trollskull Manor to a friend?
Oh, strongly agree. Especially when I hear about this Winter Shield party coming up. That sounds like it's going to be amazing.
If when you go to Trollskull Manor, seeing Hadar is very important to you, strongly agree or strongly disagree?
I don't know who Hadar is.
Yeah, thank you very much. That's at the end of the survey.
You walk away. He just seems confused and goes back to his cinnamon rolls.
All right. See, no one knows who you are, Hadar. I got a very thorough survey done here.
Well, I've only been here like a couple of days. Like it's like underground marketing.
All right, give me another second. Alvin, how's it going, buddy?
It's like, it's been
a day. Yeah, you look exhausted.
It's only like noon. Like, come on, exploding windows.
I got bad news for you. It's like 5 p.m., buddy.
Oh my God. It's one of those things where I'm so tired I don't even know what time it is.
Yeah, it's later than that.
It feels like it's been several weeks.
Yeah, we've been just our dogs are barking. We've been all up and down this whole city, trying to solve the fire blast. Gotta ask you a quick question.
It's like, sure, fire away.
Hadar, did he like do anything all day to help you out?
Yeah, I mean, like he helped like clear some of the tables and like stuff like that, like like busting dishes and whatnot.
Do you like him?
He's okay. I mean, like if you want, he kind of keeps people from staying over on the couches because he's already there. He's kind of like a passive deterrent.
That's real faint praise.
Like he's not bad. He's not hurting us or anything like that. I think he just wants a place to belong.
That's you're breaking my heart here, Alvin. All right.
Like he's part of that merchant fleet, and like I think some of the boats took off after the murder was solved, and so I mean,
you think that like he doesn't have anywhere else to go?
Not in Waterdeep. I don't think.
Ah, jeez. Why do I just keep on attracting
misfits?
Yeah. Love you guys.
Wait, Walker. Just as you say that, you feel kind of like a smaller like tug on your wrist.
Oh no, it's that little boy, isn't it?
It's Martin's like, can I have some more apples?
Oh my God, your eyes are so big. How are they so big and constantly wet? Yeah, you can have an apple, champ.
Without even missing a beat, you see like this small bowl of stasples just float down. He's like, thank you, and he goes running off to like one of the booths and watches the guild workers put the windows back in.
That orphan. God damn it. Running a halfway home or a bar here. Oh my God.
Well, I think more and more the bunk bed idea seems less silly. I think maybe the library is all of a sudden going to become a bunk bed room for like numerous people.
Yeah, that's not a bad swap if we want to start running more of a day in. Well, definitely gotta get the common room ready for this meeting, though. Alvin, did you get any chance to like get anything provisions ready? I'm sure you've just been swamped.
We got the food restocked, but man, we're burning through it fast. Like,
yeah.
It almost seems unnaturally fast for burning through the food. And I keep it like Hadar, like he's pretty light on the eating, and the kid just eats apples. So I mean, like,
it's the stupid rats.
Yeah, it's definitely the rats down there. All right. Hadar, you're gonna work for your keep here. You can stay.
Yeah, that's like a merchant ship.
You are now in charge of rat maintenance, rat control, and keeping the rats out of our goddamn food.
You see him kind of do stands up straight, puffs out his chest, and gives you a salute. He's like, Hadar is on the job.
All right, don't get eaten by those rats.
They're the rats.
Yeah.
They're mean, though.
Yeah, they've been rude to me since day one, and I can't abide it, which is why you are now in charge of the situation. If you do a good job here, you will have a place in Trollskull Alley for as long as you want.
Plus 1 free sex work with a ghost.
It's like, weird. That is weird.
It's weird,
is that
but
what
people
those,
like it.
Is that what those sounds have been?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that is strange.
Just don't think about it, as I feel the best way to
It's hard not to. It's very loud sometimes.
But you didn't know until now.
Well, I didn't know they're invisible. I didn't know what was going on.
What we're saying is kill the rats and think about it.
Or just find a way to get rid of them.
Or to protect the food, just get them. Yeah, they gotta stop getting so deep in here.
Say, Hadar is on the job.
All right, good work, Hadar.
And also now making notes for later adventures for the Gutter Runners Guild.
Maybe he can also, in the meantime, take Harko with him.
Yeah, Harko, do you got any blood magic for rats?
Warding off rats.
You see Harko's eyes just pop up in his mouth like, I am so good at getting rid of vermin.
All right, okay. All right, in terms of how this goes, Hadar, you're in charge. Harko works for you. You work for us.
It's like, as long as I'm part of the team, that's all I care about. Let's go destroy some rats.
All right, and now we've worked out an org chart.
It's like, you see Harko say, I would recommend we do it at night because blood magic on rodents gets a little explodey.
Well, why don't you just evaluate the situation for now? Maybe you can strategize something.
Oh, yeah.
But get started now. Evaluate. Put together a game plan.
Good point, Amalika. Before you do anything that you think you could imagine us getting mad about, ask us. So your first plan, in a couple hours, once you've assessed the situation, come in for some approval from the bosses.
Okay. Just for future reference, if you hear anything that sounds like a pumpkin exploding, that's me.
Okay. Well, if we're also not available.
Like you're self-exploding or you're exploding something else?
Like a pumpkin exploded.
Yeah.
Like something gets filled up with so much blood it can't contain it anymore and just kind of pops.
That
I
sounds
don't want
wonderful.
this anymore. Well,
your island really warped you, kid.
maybe we have the meeting. Alvin can help them if need be.
Yeah,
Alvin's got a good.
Alvin looks horrified. He's like, I'm not going anywhere near that basement if he's exploding rats.
Yeah, that's bad. Just keep an eye on him as much as you can.
All right. I'll try. I've got a lot of other stuff.
I know you got a lot on your plate, Alvin. I ask too much of you.
It's all right.
Maybe. And speaking of, misfits who need jobs, does this orphan kid maybe sing? Let's go find Martin and ask. He was friends with all of those.
Yeah, he was dancing with those people. We got to give this kid one whole day to grieve, though. We can't ask him to perform.
Singing dance.
His friends died, but 8 hours ago.
It's a happy chore. I'm trying to distract him.
All right. If you think it would be good for his soul, I'll follow your lead, Malika.
Martin's sitting at one of the windows watching the workers put in the lining and put in the panes of individual glass and whatnot.
How are those apples going?
It's like they were really good.
Good. You want another apple? You talk to Liff within reason.
Okay, I don't know how to find him, though. He seems really nice, though.
Just go over to the bar and, use the chalkboard if you need to. It seems to be working for us.
You see him kind of nodding, like a little crack of a smile is on his face.
I mean, you're welcome to stick around for a little while. We have a meeting going on later. It's very late at night. But I know you were out in the streets with your friends. I'm sorry about that. But we're looking for somebody to help sing and dance later on with Yosef and Carl.
It's like, I can sing and dance.
Wow. That's good to know. Can you sing and dance well? Currently our bar is screaming, loudly for singing. So, where are we at with that?
Give you a performance check. Amalek, you see him stand up on the bench from the booth, and he just begins. It's a language you don't recognize, but it's kind of like this high harmony, and with his natural 20 on performance.
Wow, that kid's killing it.
You actually see everyone in the bar stops. You see that one floating stein of ale just kind of stops in midair. It's like everyone's focus is on Martin as he just begins to sing this song in a language that it sounds almost like a lamenting, like a dirge, as he looks out at the window, and you can just see eyes begin to tear up, and as soon as he stops down, or as he finishes up, you just hear kind of that slow 80s clap, just it's not a cheer, it's just it's a that was appropriate for the moment.
See, we walk it. All of our misfits have purpose.
Yeah. This is it's you were right, Amalika.
You all notice that there's teardrop stains happening on Yosef's shoulder as well.
Carl,
It was beautiful.
you know, I'm happy that you're all happy, but I gotta say, that was a bit of a bummer.
You love the concept of death and dying. You're the biggest bum-out artist.
You know, I like sort of like hurtling headlong into death, feeling my neck snap as my head collides with like a dragon as I'm being eaten alive. This is kind of sort of a sad, elegiac thinking about how our lives will end. And it's, you know,
You talk about that
sad
every day.
in a way that people don't
You
really
literally
want
walk
to
into
think
the
about.
streets and tell people they're gonna die.
I'm just saying it was no jig.
Well, maybe we can put in a request booth for later. Well, Martin, that was beautiful.
It's like, thank you.
You have the voice of an angel.
Oh, thank you.
Well, if you would like to stick around for a little while and help us with the entertainment, you can stay somewhere warm, have some more apples, that floating booze that's going by, that's Liff. What do you say?
Is that how you got here? Is it you because you started on the street too?
Yeah. I mean, I don't sing and nobody wants that.
You see him kind of look down and put some thought into it, and he looks at like, yeah, I'll stay.
All right. Well, we will figure out more of where we'll put you at a later time and date.
Yeah, we got some space. space.
I'm small. I can fit anywhere.
In the meantime, Martin, before the meeting starts, you might want to head off and prepare something, you know, a little peppier.
Oh, okay.
Why don't you show him like what Carl has in mind?
Take it away, Carl.
Carl appears, and Martin's eyes immediately widen, not in fear, but more in shock and surprise. Like, is he made out of pizza?
You can have a bite of him.
Carl's like, I don't think that's a great idea.
Energy, Carl, energy. Let's see.
I don't think that's a great idea.
Look at him go.
Dude, and you see him kind of like jigging, but also kind of like a little nervous, like a little bit of like pizza sauce comes down where a sweat gland would be. He's just like, am I going to get eaten or dance for this kid? Carl doesn't know.
It's a question that faces all of us.
All right. So I'm going to go up. Let's go set up the common room. Maybe we'll scat some food. Let's take stock of the common room, get it all set up, and then see if we need to get any snacks in or anything like that.
We need like a cheese platter or something.
Alvin says that he's been prepping with the food supplies I got in.
Oh, okay. Okay, great.
You're taking care of for food and drinks.
Okay, great.
Everyone gets one non-alcoholic drink. Any alcoholic drinks they have to pay for on their own.
That's in the spirit of what I said to them.
Oh, this is what Alvin's dictating. He's like, they get one free non-alky. Anything with booze in it, they got to pay.
All right. Is there can I give out some drink tickets maybe?
We can sell drink tickets. You want to actually give booze away for free?
Oh, well, yeah, we're trying to butter up these people so they make the party
But
as
like
big as possible.
specifically these people.
Yeah. Not to the general crowd, just to these fine businesses of the alley.
All right. So I can set up a bartender upstairs. That way we don't have to worry about people crossing over or anything like that.
No, that'll be very classy, actually.
Okay. Yeah. I'll get one of the guild bartenders up there for when the meeting starts tonight.
Great. To the common room.
All right. You head up to the common room. It's been cleaned. It's fairly empty, devoid of any. It's got like basic furniture in it. But the floors are carpeted. There's like nothing really on the shelves. Everything's it's kind of like that just moved into home type of feeling. The wood is freshly varnished, still has like kind of like that lacquer smell hanging in the air, but it looks nice. It's just empty.
All right. This is gonna be a good space. So when the people arrive tonight, what's our messaging? We're trying to get them on board with the party. Mm-hmm. Obviously, we have to speak to today's tragedies.
Yes. So we want them to support the party, possibly partake, like, and
open the businesses to the whole alley so that it'll be a whole neighborhood party.
And just as a reminder, you remember when you did talk to them, I believe most of them were open to the idea of that.
Yeah.
Okay. We can like talk to them about some sort of joint discount or promotion, maybe.
Yeah, what kind of programming they want to do.
I don't know. What do you think, Yosef? You have become our resident marketer.
I think we just need to bring them all on board. The bigger the party, the better. But we've got to make sure that Trollskull Alley is in the center of things. You know, we've got to brand it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we've been just so far you've been Gallon Winter Shield Party, Trollskull Manor. So that's definitely the anchor location, which I think they can all get behind. We're the newest on the block. We're also putting this together. We've put a lot on the line, and they can gain a lot by joining in on the fun.
Unless they're killed by a fireball, which must be on their mind.
I don't think you want to bring that up.
Actually, I think we got to bring up the fireball.
Well, yes,
We've
but
got
I'm
to
just saying
address
we
the
don't want to
fireball in the
address
room.
further death, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, we definitely want to downplay our fears that this will turn out to be a giant gang war situation.
Exactly.
We can do that by emphasizing that they will die anyway.
I think maybe we should address the death that happened today, and then maybe not mention death again. Like maybe just like low key be
Talk about how the party is an affirmation of life.
Yes.
We can talk about how the people who died today have been forgotten, and we never really knew them anyway. So in a way, were they even alive?
You know how you like money, Yosef?
I love it.
So don't say any of that if you want money.
If you want money, don't talk about death.
Yeah, frequently.
Because
We
you
could make
you
that
know,
a calling card of the community meeting.
but like
we
a silent.
want money.
But you
Don't
see
talk
how
about death.
You're then bringing up death again.
Yeah, that's a
No,
song.
I'm saying no.
Yeah, but
Sure.
they also already all know that. That's just a common knowledge here in Waterdeep.
Like, you know, if you're like, oh, I'm gonna die soon, you just want to spend all of your own money on yourself. You're gonna go on a vacation. You're gonna buy like that
Winter
thing.
Shield party.
Sure,
You
but
see
like,
Carl appear and go, "Pooh, what about assassins? They literally deal death for money."
Carl,
The purest of callings.
you're not helping.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, look, you are right. That is a way that you can make money by murdering. But
And like we know assassins, don't we? Like
So
the
many.
Zentrine are like
Sure.
That's
But-
their
You
shtick.
Trollskull Trio, Carl. Remember? Go help that sad boy with his jig.
I think he's gonna eat me.
Well,
It's on you if you have to summon me again. That's your fault for making me a pizza.
It's pretty easy to do. I think I'm going to make you a muffin next time.
Oh, it's even worse. The kid's
A
gonna
muffin
eat me
man?
more. Everyone's gonna know me.
yeah,
just living on the wrong street.
I'm shooing Carl away. Does Carl have to like obey my mental commands
does,
the
yes.
way my other familiars do? Yeah.
let's not mention assassinations where we can like avoid it.
For profit business.
The
Just no, not tonight.
Yeah.
That's like another night when we're just like, how can we increase, like, what businesses can we bring into the like neighborhood? And someone's just like, the Assassins Guild, and like you're like, great, they murder people for money, and like that's like the acceptable.
Technically, the Assassin's Guild's already there.
Sure.
Yeah.
But like, let's like low key not bring it up tonight.
Yeah. Also, maybe if a bunch of assassins are there, it'll just be a deterrent for anything getting out of hand. We do have to mention our security plan, of course. We are responsible.
Oh, I was sorry. I meant as the DM say, like, you know, the Zents deal with assassinations as well.
Oh yeah. But is there a separate assassins guild to the Zentarine?
You'd have to do some investigating to find it. Actually, give me a history check, Waywocket, and a Malika.
Okay, I'm gonna use this dice because
Ooh. I've never worked with them.
Oh,
apparently.
you know about it.
so 15.
Yes, you do know that there's actually two different Assassin's Guild aside from the Zents. There's one that's like a pure Assassin's Guild.
Damn.
They're known as the Hidden Blade.
Nice.
And then there's the other ones that are the Death Dealers, which is like a magical assassins. They're like wizards and sorcerers and warlocks and stuff like that.
Okay.
They sound more lowbrow than the Hidden Blade.
Wow,
well,
that's rude.
it's essentially the
One's
death
stabby, one's like
magic-y.
Yeah.
But it's the death dealers are the ones where it's like you kill them, they're not coming back.
Or they're coming back as a lich.
Or they're coming back as a lich, yeah. Or as an undead servant to you.
Yeah.
Your choice.
so. Like, just as a recap, like I think security, good,
Yeah,
that's
bring-
good.
bring-
But let's just, Yusuf, if you were not in a cult on an island about death, like think about something that you could say to people to reassure them. Again, that's not about death. Like think about your marketing, which is excellent, and like how you could apply that in a more positive way.
If you party with us, you won't think about dying.
It's not the worst. Not the
Closer.
worst. Yeah. You say like
Party to forget.
Also, just like party because life's short and you gotta be the best you can.
YOLO.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Winter Shield is pretty much like a New Year's party.
Smooch who you love at the Winter Shield party.
Smooch who you don't love at the Winter Shield party. Smooch a ghost at the Winter Shield party.
That's just an advertisement for sex working, but yeah, that's
It's
fine.
synergistic.
Yeah, we're now a real vertically aligned business. Rats in the basement.
Okay.
Bar on the main floor.
Well, okay.
Business meetings on the second floor.
Never really got that library going.
Guest sex work.
Books.
Who needs education and knowledge?
Sex work on the top. It's real forward thinking.
Is that the new name of the business? Sex work on the top.
All right.
But work has to be spelled with an E.
Okay.
I think we're ready. I think we're ready for this meeting. You guys ready?
Yes.
All right. So you guys go downstairs. You begin to pull chairs and like little coffee tables and stuff like that, just to add some atmosphere to it. Amalika and Waywalk, you get a messaging spell sent directly to your
Oh,
brains.
jeez.
Oh yeah.
It is Vajara the Blackstaff, and she says, I hear you're going out to the middle of Waterdeep Harbor tonight.
Yeah, where'd you hear that?
Sorry, dramatic pause was too long. Have learned about young dragon in the harbor. Would like you to investigate his intentions.
Oh my gosh. All
Potions of water breathing are being delivered.
Longest day. I just want to. No, wait. I like the night.
Yeah.
I just want to be alive.
Okay. This is gonna be exhausting.
I just feel like I hope we have nothing happening tomorrow because I want to sleep all day.
Be a real nesting day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, let's find out what we find out tonight. We still gotta find out what's happened to this Stone of Stones.
Stone of Golorr.
Stone of Golorr, yeah.
So many things.
Yeah, we got a lot of boxes to check. It's like an Ubisoft
We really
RPG.
actually do need a checklist, and it's going to be several pages of your notebook long.
Yeah, basically.
Just for this one day.
The longest day.
It's like Skyrim, but like we've gone to do
Yeah.
all of the side quests, and there's hundreds of them, and you haven't slept for years.
So do we send anything back? Roger that, boss. You got it.
As you say that, you see magically conjured on one of the coffee tables in front of you 3 potions of water breathing.
Oh, okay.
If you're still listening, Blackstaff, we might need one for the familiar.
Oh, the familiar will be fine.
Okay.
All right, so I guess we'll all have one each, right?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we can speed of plot to the meeting if you want. We can do just about anything.
Yeah.
So as the sun finally falls, dinner rush happens. And it's pretty busy downstairs, but Alvin gets one of the bartenders to stay upstairs. And you have pretty much everyone minus Emmett Froon show up for the community meeting in Trollskull Alley.
Who's Emmett Froon?
He's the one who runs the other bar.
Oh, well, fuck
Froon's
him.
Brew.
Did we invite him?
I thought we like slipped him a note underneath.
Yeah,
his
you
door.
slipped him a note.
Oh, right. He doesn't like us.
They're like, welcome, proprietors of Waterdeep. Thank you so much for coming on this a very tragic day here in the alley. I think first we should just take a moment to silence for the terrible victims of this fireball. So I'll just think about that.
You see Vincent Trench kind of like that gaunt human. He's like, that's very, very kind of you. I think that's well warranted. And you see everyone else kind of like lower their head. In the audience or at the meeting, you've got Vincent Trench, who's the private eye. Mm-hmm. You've got two Genasi. One's a fire Genasi. One's essentially like a cross between a human and an elemental.
Those are the blacksmiths.
Yeah, the steam and steel. Avi and Embrick. You've got Fala from Corellan's Crown. You've got the
That's
golden
that plants person.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. You've got Rachel from the Bookworm's Treasure, and you've got Tally Fellbranch from the Bent Nail, and I believe that is Steam Steel, Tiger's Eye, Corellan's Crown, Bent Nail, Steam Steel. Yep, that is it for the major businesses in your local area.
So yeah, thank you for coming. As you have all heard, we have been planning a very big Winter Shield party. Mm-hmm. We have gotten a lot of response from the public. Our man over here, Yosef, is an incredible marketer, and people from far and wide are now putting Trollskull Manor and Trollskull Alley in their calendar for the Winter Shield party.
You see a lot of heads nod and a lot of smiles happening, kind of like a low murmur of like, yeah, that's good shit. Looking.
And what we have realized is that our bar is not big enough for what we think is going to be the biggest party Waterdeep has ever seen.
You see Rashawn say, and you want to open it up to the alley.
Open it to the alley, open it to your businesses. As if you guys want to get in on the action, you have all kinds of opportunities. With this many people coming in, a great opportunity to promote your various businesses.
You see, I've been talking to Avi and Embrick over there, and they seem very keen on their blacksmithing business is already open to the alley. They think they see them both now that yes, we both feel that it's a great time to build, especially after what happened today, to kind of build and solidify that community feeling.
That's incredible. You took the words out of my mouth.
Like, well, we've been here for a bit, and it's nice to see life come back to the alley. I mean, you don't get a lot of traffic in the alley. Once Trollskull Manor started having everyone come in for eating food, it's kind of spilled over to the rest of us.
Oh, good.
Speaking of that community feeling, have any of you learned anything that will help us seek out and murder whoever threatened our beloved alley?
You see Vincent's like, I don't think you can murder an alley. It's an inanimate object. It's kind of
actually, we've been deputized by the City Watch. We're actually very deep on the case of finding the fireball assailant.
Look, they gave us these shiny breastplates.
You see everyone go, ooh, like, oh, you guys you're in now. You're in with
and so that everybody, because like obviously safety is a big concern, and we want to make sure everyone is safe. Yeah. I'm talking about security. Hiring extra people to help out.
Yeah, if it's going to be a neighbor-wide thing, I think we're going to need a little bit of buy-in from everybody here.
You see everyone nod and agree. It's like, yes. Give me an insight check.
14.
15.
I have 9 plus what's... Oh, insight 1, so 10.
10? So Waywalked and Yosef, you notice when you start talking about security, you see Vincent Trench's eyebrow kind of do that old man crook. Mm-hmm. Seems you've piqued something of his interest when you mentioned security.
Yeah, I Mr. Trench, I hear you actually know a thing or two about security. I hear you have like a panic room or something.
Well, yes, I've got a panic room, but I couldn't help but notice that it's interesting you're asking for security when you've got... it's not my place to say in the public, but it seems you've already got help from people for security. I believe it's if you pay attention, it's kind of obvious to see.
Well, yeah, we're not gonna lie. We're bringing our own security in on this job.
It's above the table security or under the table security?
We're going above board for this party here. It's all above.
You see him kind of look confused at this again. It's like, but we'll have a conversation after the meeting for sure.
No problem. So everybody, me and the team here, and Trent we're on the security detail. We'll let you know what.
Yeah,
but it's in good hands. It's
in
sorted.
Good hands. Yeah.
We'll figure it out. We'll work out details. But it's being thought about, and everybody's safety is considered.
You see Fala raise their hand, and they say, so we're going to be selling things at the party. I imagine it's kind of like an open air concept. Like Sean can sell his books, and the twin and the Avi and Embrick can sell their wares. I can sell my stuff. I just have a question about some of my. You see them kind of like bite their bottom lip, roll their eyes. Not the legalist of substances.
Oh, you mean you've those seeds that make you see colors? Wonderful.
Some of them, I can put that into a drink, and it'll expand your mind.
We're not against a good old party. I think that stuff you got to keep on the real
VIP area. We have
area.
a VIP area.
I can do that. I can do that. I just wanted to see if you were cool with it, or because the City Watch doesn't approve all. It's completely harmless. It's if you just keep it in your own house, you're fine. But it's not everyone's cool with it. I just want to make sure that, if I were to sell all of my wares, that it wouldn't ruffle any feathers.
Just keep it on the real down low. What we don't know won't hurt us.
I think we've all talked a lot about security and safety and keeping things under control. But I think we should also agree that we're going to have the wildest party ever.
You see, like Abby and Emmerich are like, yeah, like we're jazzed up for this.
We don't know. We know how to have fun. We're not scared.
No.
It's going to be great. We're all very excited, but it's always smart to plan ahead where you can.
You see Rashawn say, are you scared of... That's a very odd thing to state.
Well, I mean...
Scared people usually state they're not scared.
Well, we just had an attack. It's normal to feel scared.
Were you there this morning? A ton of people were incinerated.
It's like, I was, but I guess I'm worried about, does it happen again at our party?
It's not going to happen again, but we're addressing your fears head on. Our fears. To make sure that you know that fears are not a thing that will happen at the party. Joy is a thing that'll happen at our party.
True. Joy doesn't set fire to paper, but fire sets fire.
I mean, if you're an arsonist, I'm sure joy would be brought to you by setting things on fire.
That's true. That is true.
We're not going to do that. Hopefully there won't be any arsonists.
None of us are pyromancers.
No.
That said, if we had a bunch of burning torches, maybe a bunch of bonfires.
We went on to the wrong route.
You see Rashawn say, well, I was trying to suggest that if you help cover some of the material components, I can put kind of like a fire resistance aura.
Oh, I love this idea, Rashawn.
It won't nullify the fire, but if anything were to happen, it could lessen the results.
Oh.
I'm into that.
Yosef, I see your face, and I know this whole time you've been hoping to throw a chaos party, and it's not happening, buddy.
I have never been in a position where I lessened the results of a fire.
Uh-huh. But in this case,
there's so many jokes.
Think about how valuable this building is.
Money.
And you don't want to burn it down.
Where are you going to do sex work?
And future money. You got to think about your future money here.
We've all got to think about our future money. Mm-hmm. Fire resistance, yes. cute torches, yes?
They'd be fine.
Maybe
Fire.
a bonfire outside.
Ooh.
It will be winter. I mean, we could do it naturally, or you see Rashawn kind of like adjust his glasses a little bit, like, hear me out. We create a bonfire, but we create a magical effect of warmness and welcoming. So the bonfire is not actually kicking out that much heat, but it's kind of like that bonfire heat just waves across the entire alley. Again, I will need some help compensating for the material components for the spells. But
How much you thinking are there?
oh, probably resistance aura. That's going to be the pricey one. That's probably going to be about the grand total. I would say about 800 gold pieces. But I can cover good. So let's say maybe if we split it up here, there's 4 of us, so maybe about 200 gold pieces each. And like the basic just comfort and illusion spell is probably about 80 gold pieces, and split for it's about 20. So about 220 for safety and for just like that welcoming feeling.
I think your math is off, my friend. You see, there's not 4 of us here. There's all of us here. We're sort of a Trollskull Alley family now.
Well, I was going by the businesses.
Fire, the water, the dragonborn.
There's 6 of us.
Oh, sorry, 6. That's DM math going.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're absolutely right. Math is difficult sometimes. We'll do the math at the break. Figure it out.
Okay. I think we can all agree that much more than that will be coming in the door.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
And if we can all agree to the experts, I think that would add a real nice touch.
It's like insurance.
What do you think?
And we can play off the bonfire as a nice tribute in some way to honor the victims of the fireball.
That seems real
No,
insensitive.
A bit dark.
It's a warm glow. It's a warm glow, Waywalk. It's just, like it's giving off a comforting vibe, and like people can pay their tribute, throw something into the fire as like a tribute.
You see Rashawn adjust his glasses. There are some religions that believe that fire is the herald to the next life.
See?
It's letting go, being at peace with what's happened.
All right, we're just not going to put that part in the brochure. But I can get behind it. That sounds great. Any other ideas, team?
You see Vincent like, no, we'll just have a conversation afterwards. But everyone else seems like Avi and Embrick seem really down with it. Fala seems appeased now that the legalities of her wares are are okayed.
All right, I do got to address one elephant in the room, which is the one member of the neighborhood who isn't here tonight.
You see Vincent just like, Emic Froon, I'd be angry if I didn't feel so sorry for him.
Yeah. We haven't got a great read from him. We met him the once. He was pretty cold.
He is. You see, everyone kind of gives like that nod. Vincent is kind of taking the lead, but everyone seems to be supporting what he says. And he says, Emmerich is not the greatest of individuals. I've checked in on the bar he's trying to renovate. It's not going well. He had his eyes on Trollskull Manor for a long time, and Volo kind of snookered it out from underneath him. I believe it's actually he won it in a card game and won it off of Emic.
Oh, that's
Awkward.
It's a little awkward. Do we think that there's any danger of him trying to throw a wrench in our plans?
You see Vincent saying, I can check it out, but honestly, the man gets in his own way for pretty much everything he does. So that he's been trying to open that thing for a couple of months now, and it's not been going well. I wouldn't consider him a direct threat. I don't think he has enough money to pay for mercenaries or assassins or anything like that. I'd say he may be a thorn in the side, but he gets, like I said, he gets in his own way most of the time.
Well, hopefully he'll come around when he sees what a nice party is, and he will open his own doors to do whatever he can.
I don't think that's going to happen, and if he could open his own doors, I wouldn't encourage people to go in there. It doesn't look safe. I think it's about ready to fall in on itself mostly anyways.
Yikes.
Well, I mean, he can come out and wave at people.
If he comes out, he's grumpy old man at this point.
I'm just hoping he isn't holding a awkwardly worded sign to bum people out.
Oh, he's the one who did that graffiti on you.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I kind of assumed.
Yeah, it's not a hard figure out.
No. Yeah.
I've already forgotten about the graffiti.
It was like weeks ago in our minds
Yeah.
and lives.
I believe it was Ghosts Boo.
Yeah.
That's why I forgot about it.
Yeah, it was pretty lame. The guy doesn't have a great imagination.
All right, well, that's the level of threat we have to deal with. I think we'll be fine.
So Rashawn says, I'll send everyone a memo on what's needed and the gold. I can get the materials. Just if you supplement some gold in, we'll get it all covered. And you see everyone kind of like get up and shake hands and have a couple of drinks and snacks and whatnot. And they all kind of like go about their business. You see as they begin to filter out, Vincent Trench's arms crossed leaning against one of the walls, just making eyes at Waywalk it.
So everyone else is left. It's just him.
Yeah, just and Amalike and Carl has come back up and says, that's a really nice kid. He didn't even try to bite me once. And I'm made of pizza. Everyone loves pizza.
What a sweetheart.
He just really likes apples. Apples is his thing.
When he hits 13, I'm going to make him a dungeon master. Go into a dungeon, rather. Yeah, Mr. Trench, I think I know a little bit what you're going to say here, but lay it on me.
Well, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that the Zentarim have an establishment here. It gets renovated awfully fast for people who are new to town.
Yeah. We do have some connections in the Zentarim. That is definitely, I can't lie to you about that. You see the flying snakes coming out of broken windows.
I see food and glass being repaired awfully fast. I see fireballs going off in the alley.
Well, I don't think that specifically.
There were some Zents killed in that fireball.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you were aware of that.
I don't think I was. Check the tape.
Actually, I listened to it. It's you don't. Yeah.
Oh, that actually is new information and is very illuminating to my investigation.
You knew about Dalakar the gnome. You didn't know about.
Yeah. I did not know that those were Zentarim agents. I'm not surprised. I imagine there's quite a few hanging around, keeping an eye on the comings and goings.
He's like, well, I don't think they were hanging around. From what I've been able to uncover via my means, is that they were tracking the gnome.
Yeah, that does that makes sense. Yeah, that tracks. That gnome was maybe in possession of a very valuable magical item.
Do you care to illuminate me on said magical items?
Well, are we in a free information exchange here, Mr. Trench?
Depends on the information, I'd say. I'd say, as one savvy veteran to a blooming new information gathering resource, I'd say put a value on your information. It'll be worthwhile. I've no. If you want to keep it secret, that's fine. I can find out my own ways. I guess the first free piece of private investigation life is never give away your information for free.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm not really in that private investigating business. We're in a lot of businesses. We're really diversifying our portfolio.
Yeah, we've got some options.
Well, just as a tip. I figured you already knew about the Zents, but because you are Zents essentially now at this point. You are Zentarim, aren't you?
Yeah, that's kind of a gray zone. We're not.
The Zents seem to think you're one of them.
Well, one specifically.
Yeah, Davil.
Yeah, quite a few. Quite a few. Davil holds quite the sway in the Zentarim.
Yeah, no, he does. He's taken us under his wing, and we are, we're in the wing. We work with them where we can. There's definitely some parts of our life that are aligned to them.
Well, they seem to think they don't claim ownership of the building, but they seem to think they've got a.
They have a friend in the north. It's true. They do have something.
We have an understanding.
And, that's maybe the best we can leave it there. But I will, Mr. Trench, considering you gave me the information, I value this piece of information to be pretty high. It's a valuable.
I didn't want to ruffle any feathers because the Zents aren't.
No, they're not. And I appreciate your discretion in bringing this up in front of the whole group.
Because I assumed your security was going to be Zentarine.
Yeah, I imagine there will be some in their force, but we are also looking into bringing in some private security to make sure that, we've seen the gang violence.
We've got some resumes.
We have some resumes, and we just want to make sure that whatever happens, we have people that we can trust in there also.
Well, just be careful. The Zents don't play well with others.
That is true. We have seen some of that.
Well, I mean, you may find your private security dead in an alley somewhere before they even get to work. The Zents, like I said, just literally 2 seconds ago, they don't like to share.
Yeah.
Noted.
That is good to know. Well, we'll see. We'll chat to Davil. Make sure that he knows what's going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's this, there's a Stone of Golorr running around, and that was maybe the target of this fireball.
You see Vincent's eye kind of cocks the other eyebrows. Can you tell me more about that?
Well, you know what the stone?
I do now.
Well, what do you know about the stone?
That you're interested in it now.
All right. Well, that's...
You didn't listen to the first lesson.
No. I said I value this at a high price, and I'm hoping that we're bartering here.
Oh, no. You're giving it away for free right now.
Well, that's all you're getting there, my friend.
Well, as in the biz, they say, I now have a lead.
Well, I trust you, and that's why I'm giving you this lead, because I think you know a lot, and you have the best interests in the neighborhood at heart.
I'll tell you what. My going rate is 100 gold per 10 day. If there's a danger fee surplus of 75 gold on top of that. I can draw up a contract for you right now if you wish.
I'm not exactly that liquid at the moment.
Then I am not that exactly interested in providing you with that information then.
I'm sure you're very busy with your own clients. But if you hear anything about a stone, maybe let us know and then we can see what we can work out.
All right. Well, give me a couple of days and I can see what magics I can work.
Perfect. Any other issues, Mr. Trench?
No, none right now. I just wanted to make sure that you were fine with the Zents being security and that I didn't want to ruffle any feathers because I believe the twins may have some issues with the Zentarine being in charge of security.
Good to know.
Sorry, not the twins. The Avian and Emric, the two Genasi.
Well,
they may not have had the best of interactions with the Zentarine.
I mean, we will definitely work on that and take it into consideration. We have resumes.
Well, be careful. Some of your resumes may, like I said, end up in an alley somewhere.
Sure.
That'd actually maybe solve a problem or two.
And I mean, speaking of alleys, we need to go out back.
Oh yes, good luck going underwater wherever you're going.
How do you know about that?
Because the potions are on the table.
So I know water breathing potions when I see them.
Fair enough.
Well, congratulations, sir. You found a bottle that was on the table. Definitely worth 100 gold a day. Anyway, my friend, shall we be off?
Yeah, I think it's off to our next meeting.
I was like, all right, well, good luck. Yeah, let's take a break as you guys head on down to the Dock District. Very successful community meeting.
Yay,
everybody.
they loved it.
On agenda.
Who doesn't enjoy a good community meeting? Sense of community, sense of getting to know your neighbors, and just a good sense of what's going on. And I have a big feeling that the Winter Shield party is probably going to need its full own, maybe possibly mini arc to it's going to be a big, big celebration, and there's going to be a lot of VIPs and a lot of big names invited. So I'm eagerly anticipating when the Trollskull Trio finally get to throw their Winter Shield Bash. It's coming up soon. Now they have to go meet Zarda Zord, the head of the Circator, or the Circus Theater, if you will, and a surprise meeting with a young dragon down deep, deep, deep in the water deep of the harbor, and see just what's going on with the young dragon there. I hope everyone's been enjoying it so far. I hope everyone's eagerly engaged with what's going to happen and what is happening. But I just want to take this moment to say it is summertime again, which means the Uncon Gaming Convention is coming around again in September. It is only 3 months away now that we're in June. I remember I blinked, it was March, and now it's June. What happened? I hope everyone else's concept of time has not been as quick as mine has. Oh man, it was cold not too long ago, and now it's the summertime. Where did it go? But the Unconventional Gaming Convention is happening in September in Peterborough, Ontario. They're looking for vendors. If you have some awesome geek apparel you want to sell, check out their Twitter at Uncon Gaming PTBO, and they'll have links to get yourself as a vendor selling your stuff at the Unconventional Gaming Convention. We've had people selling dice, people selling jewelry, people selling a whole bunch of just like that good nerdy flavor type of extras and trinkets that they just make you feel good when you see it. And if you are quick, they are still accepting submissions for being a DM, a GM, to play and run games at the Unconventional Gaming Convention. The deadline is this Friday, June 7th. So go to their Twitter at Uncon Gaming PTBO, hit the Google Doc, fill it out, come to Southern Ontario for the summertime / fall time. It is a wonderful place to go. I encourage you to come out. It is a place for everyone to come out to game. It's a place for everyone to have a space to have inclusivity and representation and have a spot at the table, because everyone has the right to play. So again, I'm going to say it again because it's a Twitter account worth following, at Uncon Gaming PTBO. You can also find all the details for the event at uncon.ca. They'll have all the information there. They'll have maps and everything like that, and any other information you may require. That is it. It's a quick one. Let's get to part 2. Meeting on a boat, meeting a dragon. It is seriously the longest day. They cannot wait just to get some much cherished sleep tonight. Again, before we go, you can find us on Twitter at Diecast Podcast. Please give us a follow. Let us know what you think, how the season's going so far. Let us know what you think of our new pizza familiar, and hopefully he lasts. Hopefully he doesn't have that fridge pizza, that stale pizza type of smell wafting around. At Diecast Podcast on Twitter. Please give us a follow. You can find us on any app that plays a podcast. Just find us at Diecast Podcast. Please leave a rating review. It does help us out a ton if you do that. And also on our own website at www.flyinglizardstudio.com, and also on YouTube, so you can catch up on old episodes that you may have missed, or just have something playing in the background just for some good comedic fun. That is it for this week. I hope everyone's having a great summer so far, a great start to this wonderful time of season where the skies are blue, the heat is nice, and everyone seems to be enjoying themselves. I will see you next week. Find a friend or family member, tell them how you feel, and I will see you next week. I love everybody. Have a good one. All right, are we ready to...
Yeah, back at the start of the hour.
Yeah, so we'll say it is wintertime still. Let's make it summer now. No. Boof, weather changes.
10 years later.
What?
10 years and 2 seasons later.
How'd the Winter Shield party turn out?
This is our annual Winter Shield party now.
Cool.
You guys make it down to the dock ward. It is, I'll say about 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. And it is brisk cold. The sharpness of the cold comes in. There's no clouds in the sky, but the wind is coming off the sea. And you kind of bundle up, and the wind's actually the streets are kind of clear of snow, so it looks like the wind has just blown snow drifts further into the dock ward.
Now remember, everybody, we said that we were posing as fans of the theater. The circus theater, as we called it, I believe.
Physical theater.
And we wanted to meet the captain as devotees of
excited
fans. Yeah, and we're curious about the men, but that's what we're leading with.
All right. Well, you make your way down you find the two ships that, and if you want to discreetly turn on the Nimblewright detector again, it immediately flares up as soon as you start getting closer to the ships. But you do see that, again, they're all humans, all kind of underdressed for the weather, kind of like palish white skin, all kind of have like ginger beards and whatnot. But you see someone is waiting for you down by the boats, expecting you to show up, and you see him like the big, almost like a sailor Scotsman's like, "Oh, hello, you made it. You ready to head to the ship?"
It's lovely to see you again, McQuinn.
We're so excited.
We can't wait to meet Captain Zord.
Oh, you're gonna have a great time. Just a great time.
I can't wait.
Yeah, we're thrilled.
Brimming.
Well, we have a wee dinghy to take you to the eye catcher. It's gonna be brisk.
I have layers on.
Yeah, we got some layers. I'm just gonna can I just hide underneath your layers?
Yeah.
Tuck
We'll
my
just
head out.
just.
Yeah, I can stand between your legs. It's fine.
Yeah. It's all good. Huddle between me and Yosef too.
Oh yeah. Oh, you talls are good for something. It's blocking the wind out.
Where is Carl in all this, Joseph?
Not apparated yet, but at the ready.
But like on your shoulder with you, like just in the area, flying above.
He's invisible.
Okay, perfect. And you see, you see the dinghies are brought out. They're quite a sizable dinghy, like, and it's kind of like padded seats. Like it's one of those things where like it's accustomed to shipping people across. And you see two very similarly dressed gentlemen get in the dinghy, and they start rowing you. It takes about 10, 15 minutes to get to like the deep water of Waterdeep harbor. You can see the ship in the distance, and everyone give me a perception check. And it is nighttime, so you're fine, Amalika.
Yay!
Ooh.
8.
Oh,
I rolled the 20, so it's 22.
Nice.
12.
Actually, 10 or high was all you needed.
Yeah, nailed it.
So Malika and Waywalk, you do notice almost like those National Geographic videos where you kind of see like when the whales make the air bubble net. You kind of see like these bubbles going around, kind of boiling up from the not obvious, but very subtle, but just more undulations in the water as they kind of like bloop, bloop, bloop.
Yep. That's probably where the dragon is.
The dragon? What are you talking about?
Don't worry.
We're just
But
excited.
you said dragon. You got to worry about dragons.
Oh no, we're just.
Do you
kidding.
not remember a couple of years ago the dragons attacked the city?
We're just kidding, kidsies.
But when we come back, if you could drop us off here, that would be perfect.
Give me a persuasion check.
It's a 16 plus 7, so 23.
Like, all right, but you're sure about like.
Yeah, no, this will be perfect.
We love a winter swim. Like,
Yeah. Oh,
You've heard of like those
It's
polar
gonna
bear
be-
dives? Like,
It's going to be cold though. It's ice water. It's winter time.
yeah, that's what the polar bear swim is.
yeah, we're real tough. But we might look like it, but we're actually real, also extreme sports fanatics.
We are.
We actually climbed
Circus and extreme sports. Those are our jams.
a couple weeks ago for fun. We just climbed up, Mount Waterdeep here in the winter. It was bracing.
You see them kind of give each other that look of like, who the F are these people?
We're all kinds of people, obviously.
Say, you're daft and crazy is what you are. Why would you ever do something stupid like that? It's so cold.
To feel alive.
Yeah.
Oh,
To feel something.
Alive as those circus performers are, because we love circus.
Yeah.
Seas.
Yep.
you see them kind of just give you your own space on the small dinghy and just kind of like are now settled like these people are crazy. As you see them,
Awesome.
you see them pull up to the eye catcher, and the eye catcher is very similar in make and model to the two ships you saw down at the harbor or down at the docks, but this is much more vast and glamorous, where the carvings are much more intricate, and it looks like the ship just seems like a little bit bulkier, a little bit denser. And for those who are familiar with ships, you do actually notice on the side panels, it looks like they've been board like painted over, but you do notice some slim outlines of cannon portholes on the side. It doesn't look like the paint's been cracked on them at all, but definitely whatever the ship used to be definitely had some artillery and firepower on it.
So using our mental bond, I'm going to command Carl to sort of do sort of a perimeter sweep of the ship, see if he can like look in some portholes and report back to me.
Give me a perception check for Carl. I believe your little card should have his... If he doesn't have a perception skill, and it's just his wisdom modifier.
Okay. Better than me, actually. An 11.
An 11? You see him comes back and he's like, yeah, I gave it the once over. I didn't get killed this time. And I'm still pizza. And it looks like about... There's lots of people on there.
Yeah, stay quiet. Don't.
A plus, Carl.
Mentally A plus, Carl.
Yeah. You get led up the ladder, and it's almost... It's very...
breezy.
You've got little floating candles in the air, and they kind of just like make this little pathway as it comes down into the back of the ship, or I guess the stern of the ship. Get up my map.
Well, you are not lying, McQuinn. This ship is a treasure.
It's like, it's the captain's ship. It's the best one of the fleet.
Oh, I bet I can see the love that Zord has for his circus folk and his ship. Just looking around.
Presentation.
You get led down, you get brought to midships, and you get brought down these stairs. It's kind of like very tight crossback type of stairs.
Oh.
There's very little room to maneuver as you get led down, but right away you can see this beautiful red oak door with it looks like some unknown type of like plant life that grows like it's more decoration than practical at all. It looks very nice, but there's definitely that smell of lavender as you see him knock on the door, and it opens up and you see like this plush purple carpeting, and you see this dining table that's been spread out, and this man with this kind of like folded over half black hat, big poofy red feather, and very similar to the other sailors, like a big bushy red beard and kind of like long flowing ginger hair, and all kind of like tied and knotted up, and kind of like that very Earl Flynn like white shirt, but like kind of wide spread open, like a burly white chest and like red chest hairs. He's just kind of like his pirate boots and poofy pants as he has his feet on the table, just kind of like sipping a glass of wine. He's like, "Oh, welcome, my guest. I heard you wanted to meet me, Zarda Zord."
Oh gosh, we're so excited.
Captain Zord, it's a real pleasure to meet a cicada proprietor like yourself.
Come on in, have a seat at my table.
Oh, sir, you are beautiful. And such poofy pants.
Oh, the poofiest of pants for the master of the fleet. Please have a seat. And you see him do some hand signs at McFlynn. Malika, you see this right away. You don't even need to roll for it.
Okay. I was like, what do I got to do?
And you all of a sudden have like these flashbacks to your mom. And you remember being just a little infant and her singing these lullabies to you about, you know, the little shadow in the cave, and like the little shadow with the mushrooms, and doing all these hand gestures with it, almost like a sign language singing along with it. And you do notice that you're starting to pick up words of what's going on, like get the food, make everything ready, keep everything nice, like basic words like that you remember. And then you distinctly remember your mom and dad spoke in a sign language a lot as a kid, and you start remembering that they'd always exchange like little messages to each other and that's when you now discover that you know Dark Elven sign language.
Whoa.
So we're going to add that to your languages.
What?
Ooh, the plot thickens.
We can ride. Dark Elf. Oh, that's spelling. Sci-fi gods.
And it just kind of hits you like your mom wasn't so much as singing you lullabies as teaching you the language this way.
My mom was awesome. Until she was murdered.
And you can already hear the galley clanging away. You can already smell like kind of like a small feast being prepared, and you see Zardoz offer you seats and like, can I get you wine? Can I get you? So what brings you the interest of the great Zardoz? Or
Yes, wine.
Yeah. We'll
Yeah,
all have
yes.
a cup, please.
Hard yes to wine, and we love the circus, as we've said many times.
But what we love maybe the most about the circus, as the three of us, is we're so interested in the Nimblewright performer, and your show is so unique with its number of Nimblewrights.
oh, the Nimblewrights, yeah, they're not performers. They're more for the ship work when all the crews down on the land. You don't have to feed them, you don't have to pay them. They're just kind of there. We stop by there's a wizard, a Lantanese wizard that makes it for us. So
so you get all of your Nimblewrights from this whatever you said.
Lantanese.
Lantanese.
You'd enjoy it. It's a great little island. If you actually, I'd say you don't even roll a history check because it was just recently on the episode that went out today. That's you remember. The priestess from the House of Innovative Hands said that's where they got Nim from as well.
I imagine you must send them into town to do favors.
Nay, we keep them on the ship
The whole time.
the whole time. That's what they're built for, ship work.
But every single Nim you got from the wizard down in Lantany.
Oh yeah, well we've only got the 3, one for each ship, and they do a lot.
Only one, eh?
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Do they ever like act odd? Like, do you ever have to kind of,
Oh no,
readjust them or like
Nay, whatever you program them with, that's what they do. Unless you give them like that free will, it's kind of like an X factor, though. You don't want a random Nimblewright going off on you. But,
Yeah, I mean, we'd heard some things about Nimblewrights kind of getting like corrupted.
It can happen, but it's obvious when it does. I mean, they act outwardly. Their mechanisms go all clinky and clanky and raro and grind against each other. It's quite noticeable.
How often does that happen?
I don't know. It depends who makes it. If you have a poor construction, your Nimblewright maybe not be the best.
Describe your Nimblewrights to us so we can imagine them and be charmed.
He's like, actually, I believe our Nimblewright is bringing the wine right now, and you see kind of like this gray metal, very similar to what Nim looked like, but it looks like the facial features are more kind of solid metal as opposed to like defined features of like a nose and cheekbones. It's just kind of like Iron Giant-y, like eyes and mouth, like cog gears where the shoulders are, and it's bringing out this tray of Elven wine, which you recognize the brand of, Amalika.
Excellent.
That's the good stuff.
It's
I'm
the
going
good
to
stuff.
snatch that elven wine. I'm going to be like, to be honest, this matte gray and this sort of like serving us wine leaves a little to be desired. Have you got maybe a more flashier bronze model that sometimes gets out of control and is violent?
Oh, nay. If you dress it up with color, then you gotta clean it off and it gets all the grease on it. It gets all grimy. You gotta wash it gray. Nice neutral color.
So all your Nimblewrights are gray, eh?
Yeah. Aye.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's amazing. And so you get all of yours programmed directly from that wizard there.
Oh, yeah. That was a while ago, though. A couple of years ago. A couple of decades, at least.
Oh my gosh. How long have you been in the business, if I may ask?
Oh, decades for sure.
Yeah, I can tell. I couldn't help but love looking at your ship earlier. It looked like it really has had a life, this ship here.
Story.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has. It's a mighty ship, a mighty lass that's taken us across the oceans, showing our circus shows, showing our wild beasts to everyone who would come and pay a couple of silver to see it. It's the circus life for me.
Yeah. But I feel like the ship had a story even before that.
I finished my wine and I'm kind of like tapping the glass on the Nimblewright's forehead. Like, does that do anything?
You see it when it notices your empty glass and you signal for it, it pours you another glass.
What a delightful little creature. I give it a kiss.
You wearing lipstick, Yosef?
No.
Okay. You leave a little kind of like condensation lip print
burn
on.
mark.
You're very into servitude. Have you ever noticed that about yourself?
Yes.
Well, if you're interested and you ever find yourself down near the island of Latan, you can find yourself any kind of mechanical goodness that you want.
Well, tragically, our bar was attacked by a Nimblewright. Do you have any idea where that might have come from?
Oh, I didn't know your bar had been attacked. I've been on the ship the entire time.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't really what we came here to talk about. No, we wanted to learn more about the theater.
Love circus. Want to hear more. This first, though. This first.
It's like, well, I mean, I'm so busy when we have the shows going. I don't have time to dally off the ship at all.
How long are you in town for?
Oh, at least the rest of the month until the seasons change for sure.
Well, if you're in town, come on down to Trollskull Alley. There's a wonderful Winter Shield party.
See this? The people who come to the show, they've been talking about this party that's been happening.
That's alarming. But
And promising, because it's going to be great.
That's going to be
As
packed.
fans, again, of the circus, you can imagine the level of party that we are aspiring to.
I must say, I'm a wee bit jealous of the marketing you've been. If I had this much buzz for the circus, who is doing your planning, by the way? I'd love to hire them.
It's me. My strategy is yelling at people and sometimes fucking them. Now, speaking of sort of cross-promotional marketing, if you bring your circus folk to our Winter Shield party and you do those magical circus tasks that you do, you'll all get one free drink and one free sexual encounter with a ghost. And we'll be happy to wander around yelling about your circus to all the people at the party.
You see him take another glass of wine.
you can also work for tips.
Honestly, I think we may have a deal here. That sounds exceptional.
One caveat. Please tell us everything you know about a Nimblewright blowing up our bar, and don't lie.
I wish I could tell you, but this is the first time I heard it.
I guess let's actually roll an insight on that. It's not great. It's a 13.
13? He seems to legitimately not know about the Nimblewright attack on Trollskull Alley. You do, however, notice with the 13, though, when you start talking, whenever you bring Nimblewright, he seems a bit cagey about Nimblewrights themselves, though.
Okay.
You see the food be brought in by the other sailors again, all like those big bushy ginger beards and kind of pale skin as they bring it in, like come in the food, and you notice that all the crew members in Malka are doing the same type of sign language as well.
So I'm curious about the sign language. Where
The sign language? What sign language?
Oh wait, am I not supposed to tell them that?
You did just say sign language.
Yeah, I mean, I just assumed because all of them are doing like gross hand gestures and like, I was just curious about.
Oh, it's just wee pirate talk. I mean, wee circus talk.
Oh yeah, circus. Yeah, wink. Well, don't know what else to say to that. So pirates.
Yeah,
so
couldn't help but
circus.
overhear the word pirate there, my friend.
You see his demeanor change, and he kind of like this, like almost like Cheshire cat smile begin to crawl across his face, and he puts his feet up on the table again and brings his hands together. And you just hear kind of like that slow. As you see the illusion fade, and you see this dark elf with an eye patch and a red hat with a white feather, and is in fact Drollaxle sitting in front of you at the dinner table.
I feel like you could have saved a lot of time by just revealing this at the beginning of the meeting, pal.
Oh my God, why were we wasting all that time pretending to know about the circus?
Sometimes I like to have a bit of fun.
Well, your drink
We've had a
tickets
very
are revoked.
busy day.
Revoked.
We are very tired, and like normally I'd be all about this, like running around in the evening, but we've been out all day. My eyes hurt, and I don't have any more.
Yeah, he actually brings
I
us
want
to
more wine.
You see, and more wine is brought up. Yeah. And he says, je m'excuse, mon petit hombre. This is the first time I've heard about your attack in Trollskull Alley. I wish I could help you out with that, but I literally know nothing about it.
First, you lie to us about hats.
Hey, all right,
This is the hat liar,
You
right?
weren't straight about those hats.
Oh, the hats were part of a lie.
Yosef will never get over it.
I'll tell you what. I feel I've dishonored you. I'll acquire some hats for you.
Acquire some hats from your...
It's been a long day, Joseph.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to attempt to magic hand his hat off. Can I pull that off?
Yeah, give me a sleight of hand check.
it's your dexterity.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Maybe using his magic skill instead of dexterity.
Yeah. You can use your charisma modifier instead of your...
oh, sweet. That's much better than my dexterity. Ooh, nice. It is a 17.
You come reaching out, and it's almost like that anime phase flash, like as he dodges out of the way, and your hand just kind of grabs the side, and he's actually standing right next to you. He's like, no. We're all friends here, are we not?
No, we're definitely all friends. And in the spirit of friendship, I do gotta ask you a bit more about your Nimblewrights now that I know you are not
You're a liar.
that you're not actually a captain I'm trying to deceive about my actual intentions.
It's like, I'm trying to switch between French and Scottish accent. It is more difficult than it seems. He says, well, I believe they have a saying in Waterdeep, quid pro quo, because I have some questions for you as well.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, all right. Yeah, that's our usual deal. So yeah, it looks like a Nimblewright was involved in a fireball attack to our mana.
Well, I can tell you right now, all my Nimblewrights are accounted for, and none of them have left the ships.
And you've never acquired a Nimblewright anywhere other than the island that you mentioned?
Nope, they've all come from the same place.
Is there anything you're not telling me about your Nimblewrights?
If there is, I would not be telling you.
Well, could you though tell me about them?
No.
All right, what you got?
I'm being honest. My Nimblewrights they've all been working. When the show is on, the Nimblewrights take care of the ship.
Do you have any people that have been asking about the Nimblewrights except for us?
No, you're the first ones to show any interest. I figured, what a better way to invite you onto the ship to ask some questions I had for you.
You could have just asked us.
But it wouldn't have been a fun.
That is true. The look on our face must have been delicious.
It was magnifique. Mwah.
Those poofy pants.
We should have. I mean, those pants are too poofy. No actual person.
They are meant to be the poofiest. I like to show off.
Well,
You also like to show off. You dress up very nice as well, everybody here.
Well, it's at that one night.
yeah, it was the one
Yes,
time.
that is the one night. I believe you were having drinks and conversations with, how do you say his name? Mert?
Yeah, Martin invited us to his private box.
He's quite a well-to-do with the Harpers, as you know.
We wanted to see the theater, and like it's been a.
Oh, well, you can buy a ticket like everybody else, but to get the fancy box, that's
Well, you were invited.
Yeah, it seemed rude to like.
seems like he wanted to talk to you about something.
Well, being famous adventurers comes with certain perks.
Well,
And a lot of people want to talk to us.
We're the Trollskull Trio.
well, I do have quite a offer for you if you are interested.
Uh-oh.
Is that maybe if you share some information of what the Hoppers are doing, then maybe I will share some gold, some favors, some information of my own.
I don't remember who the Harpers are.
They're kind of our best guys. And also they're providing security for the party.
Yeah,
right?
like the most covert security. Yeah, so yeah, out of
Out of
character.
the Harpers are like the antithesis to the Zentari.
Yeah, they're like the reverse sense. We are also working for them in the layers upon
We
layers
are
of
working for everybody. We are black widowing this shit. Like,
Yeah, so we've told them that we would let them know what the Zentarim are up to as much as we can. But like obviously the Zentarims, if they find out that we are also with the Harpers, they will murder the crap out of us.
Try it!
But don't, please.
And so the Brigand Earth, the Harpers know that we are also working with them, but we haven't really done any work for the Brigand Earth besides steal a handkerchief they didn't really want.
Handkerchiefs around.
Well, they should have been more specific.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm caught up.
Back into character. Yeah, I mean, Mart had a lot to say.
I bet you did.
But I mean, what kind of? What do you mean? Like, what are they up to? Like, we talked a little bit about their hopperness.
Well,
but, I don't have like a sit rep of where all their agents are.
I'll tell you what. I'll be more specific. I do not care about your gang wars or your politics inside the city. Now, if the Harpers start sticking their nose into my business, then you have my interest and my attention.
Okay.
Well, from what I could tell, the Hoppers didn't seem very interested in what the Brigand Death are up to.
Well, not that they told you.
Not that they told us. No.
They are a spy information network. I mean, everyone thinks they're so high and mighty and justful, but they operate just the same as the Xantarim.
What do you mean there, buddy?
They steal information. They sow lies. They try to achieve a balance in political power, and that no tyranny is ever achieved in the world. But spies do spy things at a price.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I can understand that. Well, it's not. I think what that says is as long as you just stay in the margins there, you should be okay.
While all this is going on, can I have Carl sort of like sneaking around, like investigating the inside of the ship?
You actually might want to say that more to
sorry.
the mic.
Oh, sorry. While this is all going on, I'm going to have Carl sort of like sneaking around investigating the ship.
As you say that, you see Carl try to fly towards the door, and you see Jarlaxle kind of like swish his hand, and the door closes on Carl. It's like, let us keep everyone in the room together. I noticed your little pizza friend. He was here not too long ago, eh?
Well, here he is again.
He's
pizza reveal, Carl.
been in a place you should not have been. Had you told me, I would have given you the full tour.
Oh yeah. I don't know if you need to see the whole tour. I feel like we got a lot more than we bargained for already.
Yeah. And like we didn't know it was you, right? Like you deceived us and we were trying to find this Nimblewright that like destroyed our home.
You put your little pizza man on my ship first.
No, it's true. It's true. We did. But,
he wasn't a pizza at the time, but I like the choice.
Yeah, he's what you make him.
Our little pizza pocket.
Had we known all along that it was you, we would have come. We would have come correct, but we didn't.
Been a conversation.
We didn't know, and how could we have known?
It's very true. It's very true. Your pizza man was not as sneaky as he could have been.
He's literally invisible. How could he be more sneaky than that?
Oh, not there are a lot of things in the world that can see things that are trying to hide.
Like what?
Like me right now.
You got like a true sight thing going on?
Pirate captain never reveals all his secrets.
But like, what about some of the
You got like so many secrets, man.
Like
Can I
so
have like a
many.
couple of them?
You know about my Nimblewrights? You know about my Lantanese wizard?
Was that really a secret? I feel like you pretty freely gave that
right.
up.
Well, if you hear anything else about some rogue Nimblewrights, could you give us a heads up on that one?
I will do my best.
He's a red or bronze. He's like a warm colored Nimblewright.
I will do my best, but my people, they stick mainly to the show areas.
Yeah, it's a big district, this Dock Ward.
Yeah, I'll keep my ears to the ground and see what I can pull up.
All right,
He says, but you've all been such gracious guests, and you see him snap his fingers, and the workers, the sailors come in, and you notice that the illusion is dropped, and they're actually all dark elves in like these like kind of slick purple leather outfits with pistols and swords at their side. As you see them come in, and they drop little black velvet bags in front of everybody. It's like, please, for inconvenience you with my little practical joke.
What's in the bags?
Yeah.
50 gold pieces each.
Thanks.
Sweet.
Ooh.
I've got more money.
Says you did all look majestic at the theater. I was glad to see you all dressed up.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, we did. Say 3 apples. Mostly a small creature clothier, but they did some nice work here on my Yosef.
I was most interested in Mr. Malika's outfit.
Thank you. Yeah, nice like satiny velvet feel. It was just like really comfortable.
like
not like my layers, but it was like nice
and an heirloom.
Mm-hmm. That was the heirloom that piqued my interest. I would not have noticed it if would not have noticed you were there if you had not been wearing it.
Wait, what was I wearing?
You were wearing a kind of like a sigil on your pantsuit.
Right. Cool.
I was like,
Cool. I remember
Gotta
things.
love a sigiled pantsuit.
The sign of someone important.
Oh yeah, doubly so.
It's like, are you fully aware of what you are wearing? There's not many times you see a broken house of the Underdark be displayed in the full glory of the theater.
What?
Explain to me. I'm gonna pretend Waywalket's reaction was also mine.
Yeah. Well, it's actually because you grew up in Waterdeep. You have no idea of any of this.
Waywacket, explain this to me.
Well, actually, I have this very helpful narrator that will do the same for me.
Oh.
It's true. It's been a long time since I've seen the sigil of House Ballantrae be displayed.
Yeah, I'll do a history check on that. It's a 15.
It's a 15. It was going to be a tough one. You know of the Dark Elf houses. You know of some like the major ones, but Ballantrae doesn't ring a bell at all.
Alan, you never heard of it before.
But you do know that a lot of the houses do. It's kind of like they do fight amongst each other, and it's kind of like a power grab situation. Very Game of Thronesy type of when the houses are
Too soon to bring it up.
sorry.
It's over.
But Ballantrae was a house that was almost wiped off the map. I think you are the last dark elf I know for Ballantrae. It's very dangerous to wear and very brave.
Well, sure, I knew that. Totally. Waywacket's reaction? I knew that.
My guess is maybe your mother, perhaps?
Maybe. I mean, what's it to you in regards to, what's that mean for you?
Well, it means you are a person of quite importance. Possibly royalty. Not sure.
Ooh, that would create such good buzz for our winter shield.
Are you
party.
a princess, Amalika?
The secret princess.
That's actually a pretty good title for anything.
It's a great hook.
It is a good title.
Yeah, it's like you thought she was gross, but then she takes off her glasses and she's a princess.
Like a she's all that.
That's a real she's all that.
Meets the Princess Diaries, or was that just the Princess Diaries? Whatever.
Written by M. Night Shyamalan.
It's definitely she's all that.
Yeah.
I started watching that the other day. No point.
He says, forgive my rudeness, but may I inquire to your last name?
It's Maya.
So your father's last name then?
Yes.
Well, I do not know how much maybe they were trying to protect you. Maybe you are the last Ballantrae that I know.
Well, we came up to Waterdeep and lived here until their unfortunate demise. And
I do have some news about that. I do know that the knife has been avoiding you actively.
well, that's probably for the best.
Most people avoid her actively.
Wow, that's fucking rude. What did I do to you this time?
So it is the knife who literally murdered your parents.
It does explain why everyone else has come around, knocking on our door, with the one exception of the knife.
And why your parents are dead.
I mean, yes.
But why would they? Are you saying that the knife is afraid of Amalika?
I do not know. I know they killed your parents, but I do not know why they actively avoid her.
Well, that's definitely interesting. Do you know anything more about that whole situation?
I can find out for you if you do a couple of things for me. That's for sure.
Well,
I mean, we're already gonna do that, like, the newspaper thing.
Yeah, we're in this whole handkerchief newspaper bullshit with you. Like, what's...
Well,
Is this another?
I'll tell you what.
Joseph's real grumpy.
If you smear my opponents, I will definitely help you out find that information for you.
wait, what?
Smear my bones?
That's what I thought.
Sorry, opponents.
Yeah, I heard.
Oh.
Don't worry. I heard opponents. Don't worry.
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're well equipped to put a little letter in the right journalist's hands. Who's your opponents, by the way? Who are you against? Yeah.
Well, again, that is not information I'm willing to divulge.
Yeah.
You'll read about them in the newspaper story, that's for sure.
Is it anyone that we would know? Maybe.
No one of importance for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll some insight on that. That is 17 insight.
17. He doesn't think it's important to you. You can give me a history check though. Follow up though.
It's a 14 history check.
14. You do know that the guy you're trying to smear, as soon as I bring up the questy quest. As I get his name. Gaxley Rudderbust is actually one of he's deeply involved with the Masked Lords of Waterdeep Council.
Okay.
And you see Jarlaxle kind of lean forward and rests his chin on his hands, but I am interested in a crime organization that kills the parents of someone but actively avoids the children. You'd think that maybe they finish the job sometime.
I'm a little bit curious about this too.
You have definitely piqued my interest, mon petit homme.
Well, if you hear anything more about, my family, I mean, my parents died pretty young.
Or the knife actively trying to kill Amalika.
They're avoiding her like she has the plague.
I was honestly waiting for something sassy from this one. But yeah, that would be a heads up on any and all death towards us.
I tell you what,
be good.
I will put one of my best agents on it, one of my best eyes.
Thank you. That would be appreciated.
I will make sure you are safe as long as I'm in town. You see me actually kind of stand up, takes off his hat and formally bows down. He's got this luxurious white locks of hair that kind of fall down over his eye patch. He says, "You have my word at the Brigandarth."
I'm going to try to make one last grab at that hat.
All right, give me another sleight of hand using your spellcasting modifier, so your charisma.
Oh, way worse than before. 8.
You actually go over and you actually kind of knock one of the glasses off, and he catches it. He's like, "I will get you your head to be patient."
Yeah, we walk it. Yeah,
No, too much wine for this one.
Listen, that was some strong proof stuff. And now I have a dragon to talk to, so
A dragon?
let's go.
Oh, no.
Where is this dragon?
Oh, it's in the harbor. Don't worry about it.
Wait, Bucky, you drunk.
I don't know about that.
You're really letting it all hang
Yeah,
out.
you're just telling people everything.
Everyone give me an insight check.
4.
Way walk it.
14.
I rolled a 1.
Oh, 15.
so-
Mine's 15.
You just needed a 10. At the mention of a dragon in the harbor, it's the first time you've ever seen kind of that crack of confidence and smiles and outward pleasantries that there's a bit of concern on Jarlaxle's face when you mention a dragon in Waterdeep Harbor.
Well, we're going to take care of it. Turn that frown upside down. Get us a boat. We know where to go.
We're heroes and we fight dragons all the time. So just don't worry your little head about it.
You fight dragons all the time?
We fight dragons all the time, metaphorically, allegorically. We killed a troll once.
But kinda.
The troll fell into an abyss.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's fine.
We're also not out there to...
We know we killed him, didn't we? We very much killed him.
We definitely killed him indirectly, and we're the Trollskull Trio.
Says, well, Bonne chance with the dragon.
Yeah, otherwise, maybe avoid some of the middle of the harbor.
Well, my boat is anchored here.
Yeah, well, it should be fine. Don't worry about it. We're on it. Consider it a favor to you.
Well, I will let my men know that you wish to do they'll wait for you as you jump off the side, and hopefully you do not get eaten.
We also
That
hope
would be very lovely, actually.
Otherwise,
Thank
then you don't have to do any more favors for us. And
Well, I will do one more. He holds out a small little red envelope with like gold script on it. He says, "This is for you, Amalika. I do not know what you want to do with this information, but it is the name of the man who killed your parents."
Okay, well.
Do you
this
just
feels
carry
like-
that around all the time? Like,
Well, I knew you were coming.
Yeah,
earlier
he knew
today.
he was coming.
oh, all right.
yeah, what was it? We had a meeting. But he's just carrying around forever.
Just in case.
Finally.
Malik, give me an insight check.
Okay.
Oh, yay. 18.
Yes.
You read you get the feeling, and you see the envelope come out, you get the feeling he has been carrying that for a while.
My goodness. Okay. Wow.
Like, not in like the weeks and months, but probably in the years.
Well, this is very interesting. I have had probably the longest day, so forgive me if I don't immedially open.
I'm like, what's it say?
We have a dragon to deal with.
All right.
One thing at a time. Our checklist is very long, Waywocket.
Yeah, well, what if the dragon was the murderer? We'll want to know that going in.
Do you want to fight the dragon?
No.
Well, I don't want that motivation to then want to also fight the dragon.
Yeah, that's fair. Good point.
I gotta say, after all these hats and handkerchiefs and misdirections and what even is a circus, I kind of want to fight the dragon.
I don't want you to think that.
I mean, what happens. But let's try to not be
Escalate.
Yeah. We're gonna try to keep it cool. All that we were sent to do was just to ask it its intentions.
Let's see.
Well, with all the luck, I hope it is not a chromatic dragon, and that is a metallic one. Hopefully, with luck on your side.
Yeah. Luck. We're the best at that. We got lots of it.
Oh, it's gonna be fine.
See you later, Jaraxel. Don't come back without a hat.
Where would I? This is my ship. Where would I go?
I'm gonna swig my potion and jump off the side of the ship.
Wait, we're not jumping off the side of the ship. They're gonna drive us.
Yeah, they're
to
gonna drive us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we'll take our
Boat
swim.
us.
So get the full hour.
So, for those that are interested, there are a couple of bottles of elven wine.
Oh yeah, down the hatch.
Actually, Jarlax, can we just get a spare one of those for the road?
They're expensive. They're like 300 gold pieces.
Yeah, I know. This is going to be a favor to us for the dragon thing that we're about to do.
The dragon thing for... You're doing me a favor.
Well,
A 300 gold piece of wine favor.
yeah.
Give me a persuasion check.
How persuasive is it? Yeah. That's a 15 persuasive.
You see him look over. You see him look over at Malika. He kind of smiles, walks over and goes, "All right, heads up." And he throws it at you. Give me a dexterity check.
Oh
geez.
no, I'm anxious.
Which die should I use? Ooh, I'm pretty dexterous, but maybe I'll burn an inspiration on this.
What's the result?
It's a 13.
You're good.
Yeah.
It's a little cold, but it's Malika. You recognize this bottle. It's exactly a clone. Same year, same vintage as well from Durnan's stock from the Yawning Portal.
You hold on to this, Amalika,
Yeah, we're gonna
and
Durnan's gonna.
that'll be great. Yeah. All right. Thanks, Jarlaxle. You've been a peach.
No problem, man. Actually, I'm probably more of a grape.
Yeah.
Sure. Whatever you feel.
So you make your way back up to the top deck, and everybody is now a dark elf. The illusions have...
Hi, everybody. Nice to meet you real this time.
Malika, you can actually see some people are signing with each other, and it's like, oh, these guys are idiots.
I mean, I don't think we're that dumb.
You see, they're actually kind of taken back when they know it's like, oh, she knows what we're saying, and immediately stuff their hands into their pockets.
Now who feels like an ass?
Yeah, that was frankly all very rude, you pirate people. We're on your side.
there's no response. They all kind of give you that deadpan face.
All right. Let's go send us off to our certain doom.
Yeah.
See you all at the
Doom, you're
Winter
not going
Shield
into
party.
this with a very positive attitude.
You notice that as soon as the two dark elves that are your boatmen step off, the illusion of like these big burly Scottish sailors, like with the burly ginger beard and ginger hair, poof, comes back onto them.
Quinn, what's your real name, my friend?
It's like, oh, that's something you gotta utter first.
All right.
I don't know you from a gnome in the ground.
That's rude.
Well, I'm not
Why would
in the
you-
ground, but also I like Gamoxie.
He's like, all right, well, they're just gonna paddle it to us where to stop.
Yeah, I remember that we saw the bubbles earlier.
I didn't see any bubbles, no.
Well,
Oh, wait,
take the same route.
All right. You seem to get about like 10, 15 minutes away from about 5 minutes away from the ship. And you do notice like that same little bubble pattern happens again.
All right, yeah. If you can hang on here, Trollskull said you'll just chill out for maybe a couple hours
Aye.
around here. We'll hopefully be right back.
Okay. Oh, right, yeah, that.
And down the hatch, everybody.
Glug, 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 glug.
Setting.
Drink this potion of water breathing.
It tastes kind of like a bubble
Oh, I
tea.
thought we were drinking the wine.
No.
You can drink the wine if you
No,
want.
we're saving that.
Yeah, saving that. That's Durnan's wine.
He mad at me, and I don't want it.
Yeah, the potion of water breathing. And then...
In you go. The water is cold.
Move.
No constitution checks yet, but it is freezing as you go down, deeper and deeper. And because it's nighttime, there is no sunlight coming in. It is complete pitch blackness here. So all perception checks are done at disadvantage just because it is black. But you do swim for about 3 or 4 minutes, and before you finally hit the sandy bottom, kind of like this plume of sand water kind of rises up around you. It's like you maybe see like 5 feet in front of you because it's so black.
Maybe some light here, Yosef.
Light's coming up. I'm going to activate my light staff, which I'm still carrying with me.
Poof! As it lights up, you can see swimming around you. Boom! Just get the color right. You see a bronze dragon swimming around, kind of like a stubby head with like long frills. It doesn't look like it looks a little small for a dragon, but you can actually see just like the trail, like the ripple of water and bubbles, and kind of like you hear just off in the water like a yeah, as you see it doing like loop-de-loops and spins, and almost kind of like an otter at the aquarium, just like swimming around. As he sees the lights come on, and you immediately see like these green eyes fixate, and it's almost like a snake like swims right up to you.
Hello, friend. How are you?
Oh. Friends, are we in the water? Maybe I should eat you up. You're in my domain.
That's not very friendly.
Well, you surprised me with the light.
We didn't mean to surprise you. Just our lesser eyeballs don't quite see as well as yours.
You are lesser beings indeed, aren't you? Look how tiny you all are.
Tiny and inconsequential.
And I'm the smallest of us all.
It's true. You would fit right between my teeth.
Very good observation, my friend. Very good. Anyhow, sorry to startle you. We just came to say hello. We understand you're new to the harbor.
I am. This harbor's very deep and very intriguing.
I can see why it's so many boats.
It's the passage. The fish are great. The nice sandy bottom feels great on my scales.
Oh, I can believe it. Like, yeah, what else do you love about the harbor?
Well, people drop money in it. Beginning my own little dragon hoard. I think I may stick around for a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, please allow me to enjoy. I've been such a rude dragon. My name is Zelifarm. Z-E-L-I-F. Yeah, Zelifarn. It's like, and you are in my harbor now.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this town is still called Waterdeep. It's not yet called Zelly Farm.
Not yet. Not yet.
When'd you get here?
Oh, a couple of weeks ago. It's just decided to swim around and see what's happening. I couldn't get into the city proper, so I decided, let's see what the harbor's all about.
Yeah, you can breathe down here, no problem.
Oh, I'm a bronze dragon. I can breathe anywhere I want. Give me a nature check. Actually, everyone can give me a nature check on this one.
9.
17.
17.
19.
Amalka and Waywalk, you're thinking he may be boasting a little bit more powers than bronze dragons actually have. Seems kind of like puffing up his chest a little bit, like kind of like a false bravado type of thing. You get the feeling that he's
The polo of dragons.
yeah. Give me an insight check as well for those that wish.
Yeah, I definitely want to insight this boy.
14.
14.
14.
23.
You get the feeling he's kind of just chilling. You don't feel any ill intent behind him. It seems like he's newly arrived and just you also know historically metallic dragons are good aligned. Like they're not. He seems just to be generally interested in hanging at the bottom of Waterdeep Harbor.
He's creating his horde. And
Well, yeah. I mean, as a new arrival to Waterdeep, we ourselves are also kind of new, and we're a little bit of a welcoming committee here, sent by some of the established parties here in the town.
Oh yes, you little tinylings have so many political games you wish to play.
We have no games to play. We're here to welcome you, invite us to our Winter Shield party, and then if you want, we could all fight to the death. Or we could just go on our own merry way.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage, Joseph.
What does advantage mean? Best of two?
Best of two.
Yeah.
And persuasion.
It's a charisma.
Yeah.
Oh,
based
good.
one.
That's pretty good. It's a 15.
15. He says, well, if you figure out a way to get me inside the city, I would love to party with you tinylings. I can shrink down and have 2 legs and 2 arms and 2 eyes and 2 ears.
You can human shape. You have that ability.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, if you human shape it up.
But I can't. I really can't get into the city.
Oh, like 'cause of the wards, eh?
Yes.
Well,
we can maybe talk to the black staff.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, you're new here. The black staff is slow to trust.
Who is this black staff? And how do I befriend them?
Oh, there's no befriending them. They're such a drag.
Oh, well.
Basically a bunch of killjoys with staffs. Never get laid, never have fun. But you know what? If it doesn't work out with them, we have friends in low places too.
Give me a deception check.
A what?
A deception check.
Is it deception if he believes it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
No, the black staff is one person.
Oh, I thought the black staff was the name of like the entire organization.
No, oh, sorry. If that's just a legit mistake, yeah, don't worry about it then. No, the black staff is the one person.
Oh, interesting.
So yeah, sorry. It's the black staff is one person. Don't worry about the deception check then. Sorry. He thought it was like
Where
a
are
group
we
of
at
people.
now with this dragon?
If you want to befriend the black staff, I think that could be arranged.
She would have to come out here.
Yes, I think that I can't promise an audience. The black staff is above my pay grade. Very busy, working around the city. But if you promise that no harm would come to her.
Oh, why would I want to harm humans? Humans are just you're adorable little beings with your 2 legs and your 2 arms. I just wish to see what Waterdeep has to offer, see what type of lair I could possibly burrow into the bottom of the ocean of the harbor here. It seems like a nice, safe place. In fact, let us start off these draconic humanoid relations on a positive note.
Oh, yeah.
If you keep my location secret and my knowledge of my existence secret, I will owe you one favor. And a favor from a dragon is a mighty thing to have.
But obviously our favor in terms of keeping it a secret, we can talk to the black staff about you.
Oh, yes. But the black staff,
Okay.
please, I don't want to have to deal with adventurers coming down trying to it's a dragon. We better kill it and take its treasure.
What a drag. Yes, for sure. Of course we'll do this.
Because you have no idea, once the word of a dragon gets out, people get greedy for my treasure. And I'm just building it up right now.
We get that. We're trying to build up
our own fortunes.
We have so much in common.
So much in common. And we can talk about that more at the Winter Shield party. If that winds up happening,
I enjoy feasts and food and jocularity. I'm so anticipating this.
It's going to be a real hoot.
Yeah.
We're going to have a huge bonfire, plants that make you see colors, sex with ghosts, the whole 9 yards.
You humanoids are amazing.
We won't tell anyone know about the about you here down
Anyone
here.
knew? What do you mean?
Anyone know? Anyone who doesn't know now?
Give me a deception check.
Yeah,
No, you're technically sure. You're technically right. You're fine.
give me the +7, please.
You're good. You don't have to roll it. You're good.
I'm gonna take an inspiration on that.
He just said you're fine.
Yeah, you
like
don't-
3.
Stop rolling the dice.
Miles, it's fine.
They maybe wanted to roll persuasion. So that sounds great. I think we have what we need to report back here. You seem genuine. Actually, I'll still take a quick insight check on his genuineness. It's a 9.
He seems.
He's a dragon. It's hard to understand.
Yeah, it's hard. You're also underwater.
Yeah.
But you, I will say the 9. The one base thing when you start talking about adventures, you do notice that he has a little kind of hesitancy and concern that people may discover that he's down there because you kind of know that dragons are easier to kill when they're younger than they are when they're older.
Yeah.
And you can easily get a fancy title and a fancy name if you turn out to get a killing blow on a dragon.
Yeah.
And you got a whole city of adventurers right there.
Yeah. No, we'll
Also flashing back to what Jarlaxle just said about dragons as well.
Yeah, I think we just got to tell Jarlaxle to chill it on the dragons. He seemed also wary about a dragon.
He seemed wary about it, but you didn't quite know why.
Right, okay.
Okay. Well, we've had a very long day and night. So I think, we'll be out of your way. You can go
Yeah.
back to working on your hoard of gold.
It's like, oh, yes, thank you so much. Do you need a lift up to the top?
That would be wonderful.
Yeah,
Oh my
that would
gosh.
be great.
Stay low, though. There's some people waiting for us at the top. You don't want to tip them off.
You see him nod and kind of like tip his claw to the top of his frill. Like, very well. Hold on tight as you see him just kind of like he kind of lifts you up into the water and kind of like hover there. And then he swims underneath you, turns around onto his back, and you see his wings just go whoosh as you feel this giant rush of water as you guys get shot right. You go about 10 feet in the air and you actually see like the boats below you.
Yes.
Immediately as you hit the cold frigid air of Waterdeep Harbor, give me constitution checks. Or constitution saves.
Is that just normal?
Yeah, D20 plus your con saving throw.
23.
23, you're good.
19.
19, you're good.
I am at 13.
You're also good, as that chilly weather does not just kind of sap your energy as you all sploosh, 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 and land in the water right next to McFlynn.
All right.
Help us up, McQuinn.
McQuinn. He's like, oh, what? Well, you came shooting out of the water there. What happened?
Nothing
We're just
happened.
really good swimmers.
Yeah, such strong swimmers.
Give me a deception check. You don't launch yourself 15 feet in the air.
Oh, no.
I'll make
12.
I'll make it a skill challenge of if the majority gets it.
9.
I only got 6.
You see them go, aye, right, strong swimmers.
Yeah.
What gnomes are known for.
Yeah, you know it. Well,
You know what? Like, he can be whatever he wants to be, and I don't appreciate your judgment.
No, that's all right. We'll help you in.
I'll tell you about my secrets and you tell me your name.
Fair enough.
And then Amalika's gonna prestidigitation the water off of us so we're not fucking freezing to death.
Yes.
Yeah.
So just like,
So
go ahead.
sorry, no, I was going to go for it. Describe yourself of taking the water off.
So she just kind of like flicks it off of everybody, just kind of like, and away from McQuinn because she doesn't want to, incur his wrath
piss
some
him
more.
off.
Yeah.
So just like swipes it away and just like immediately is just like, ugh, that's better.
It's still chilly, but you're not like freezing wet. It's just kind of like you're caught without your jacket outside. They bring you back to the dock, to the dock ward area. You know, like a heavy fog is actually set in as well, which is kind of unusual because you didn't see any clouds in the sky. But you climb yourselves out and you see that your escorts are kind of giving you the eyeball as you go walking back into the streets and alleys of the dock ward. I need everyone to give me a perception check.
Can Amalika look back and just be like,
1.
ugh, swimming. Can't wait for that
This
again.
being a halfling, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what am I doing? Deception?
Perception. And
Oh, perception.
yeah, and you actually
15.
15,
17.
17, and Amalika, you can also look back and be like, ugh, swimming to the. But you do notice that as you go walking down through the fog, you kind of see like down the alleys, like it gets a little lighter as you see kind of like 3 or 4 outlines of humanoids. You wouldn't have given it any notice except you've seen that armor before, and you see the same type of purplish leather armor that the attendants that Jarlaxle had, and it looks like they're having a conversation with somebody who you can't see them at all. It just looks like the fog is kind of cleared a little bit, and looks like they're talking to nothing at all. You see them all kind of like nod, and they all kind of shake hands with something there, and you see them all kind of Assassin's Creed climb their way up the side of the alley walls. As you kind of hear this voice, like, yes, my city protectors, I knew you'd be around. That's why I had this meeting today. As you see this person kind of pulls back what is this cloak of invisibility, you see this long, beautiful silver hair come out. And Amalek, you know immediately who this is. This is the Open Lord of Waterdeep.
Whoa.
Crazy.
And that is where we're going to call it for the night.
Big news.
On me just saying weirdly crazy.
All right.
Whoa, the longest day, part 4, next week.
Oh my God, it's not over.
Well, technically the day, it's nighttime. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.